Cheese McGee.
Hey, and welcome to another West March Guys live stream. Thanks for tuning in after a week off. I hope everybody across the world had a good last week. I did, though it was busy. But I hope, thanks for joining us. We're live again. I don't think we have too many announcements other than thanks for tuning in.
And I'm pregnant.
Sheila is pregnant, but that's a
No,
little
it's
meta
we're
stuff.
pregnant.
Other than that, I think we're just kind of do a quick recap. So I don't think anybody but Little Bite was here last week.
Nice. Yes.
So Little Bite went into a dungeon. We crawled through some different layers and made our way across a few different challenges and uncovered a few pockets of library that seemed to have been untouched. And after fighting for our lives, we were ejected out of the hole and made our way back to the ship.
Quite the experience.
Ended.
And then back at the ship, I think the rest of the crew was just out doing some foraging. And otherwise, I think we can just jump right into some downtime. Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
that works for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, a little just for if we have any new listeners, they are trapped on a boat on an island that is ever changing and ever moving. This boat was launched through the sky, and through some quick work of our player Etrian, was able to land it safely in a pond, and they are looking for books and looking for their next escape. So yeah, go ahead. Who wants to go first in downtime?
I'll go first. All right. So what? How many weeks? 2 weeks?
1 week.
2
weeks. Nice try.
I will work on my second week of perception. And I believe we talked about this, I was rooting around in the everyone's personal, like, in the lower deck, and I happened to found a gun. And I have spent the better part of the weeks, but I'm not being perceptive. I'm like taking the gun apart, putting it back together, practicing like reloading and basically like doing the whole thing. And I'd like to start practicing with it, set up little like targets on the like top of the railing on the bow, and just start like pew pew.
Yeah, I mean, it's loud, but you
That's
easily
fine. Don't care.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, how many
really
shots
fun.
do you have for this?
I don't know. You're the DM. How many bullets did Tullen have?
For the gun?
Yes.
Probably no more than 17.
17 shots. All right, I will mark. Can I possibly, using my tinkerer's tools, repurpose some metal to make some more bullets?
I would say that in your perception and learning this gun, you will in the future be able to start making bullets, but as of right now, you're still learning how it works.
Okay, that's fine. All right, but I have 17 shots. Good to know.
So, I mean, yeah, and that's after you had 20 altogether, but you took a little bit of plinkers to learn the gun for the first 3. And
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so 17 shots, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, and then also I'm just gonna try and ask people to be like, look for a way to get off this fucking island.
Okay, we'll go through downtimes first, and then I'll have you RP, unless you want to do it now.
No.
Okay.
Down first.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Cool.
I don't actually quite remember what we were doing because I thought we ended with downtime at the end of the last.
You
session.
ended with a little bit of
RP time or
RP time. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I would say that I'm working on my athletics around the ship.
And do you want to describe how it's going?
Yeah, so I have the helmet that I took from the island, from the like fancy house.
The one you stole. Yep.
Yeah,
you just say your helmet.
My
helmet.
We
all know what it is.
It is my helmet now. So
it's ridiculous, but I love it.
I have that on as I'm like running around at night because I am a cat and I get zoomies at night. So we're talking like skidding around corners, crashing into stuff, chasing Zess around. And when I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping in the crow's nest with Zilch,
Seems
like on top of him, because
seems
I'm a cat.
seems par for the course. Yeah, mark off your spot, and your annoying noise doesn't bother anybody on the night crew, so
It's great.
keep at it.
Doing a great job.
Next up, Sheila, you want to go?
Yeah, so like when I was, looking for that joke book, I happened to pick up Cold Case Volume 1 and 2, The Unsolved Mysteries of Octeon. So I started basically, like really getting into all of this murder porn fiction. These are fiction, these are real cold cases of Octeon.
As far as Sheila knows.
Yeah, as far as Sheila knows. So Sheila has been reading all these and becoming this armchair private eye so that she can raise her investigation.
Okay, yeah, I love it. Good.
We got to get you a monocle.
Any good stories that pop out that you want to share with the crowd? Or
Oh yeah, law. I don't know if I can say this title.
I mean, whatever, say it. What are they gonna do? Fire us?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Wait, don't do that.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. I'll drop it later.
Joe's face went from laughing to real serious real quick.
He's holding up a big sign that says "Stop."
Nah, that's great. Do it.
No, just, but I love it. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? But that sounds great.
Sheila started tossing stuff over the deck so that Heavy Neck could use it as like skeet, but then she found out he only had 17 bullets. That's
my water can. God damn it, Sheila. Anyway, I love it. Okay. Who's up?
I'm still working towards poisoning. And I'm gonna mess with the alchemy that I found last time because I'm getting better with poison, so I'm not knocking myself out and causing that many issues. I got my little area set up on the beach still, and I'm trying to just experiment with all the different stuff that I found.
Do you want to roll a dexterity check to see if you can make yourself are you trying to make poison?
I mean, I'm still working towards my proficiency in poisoning stuff.
I follow.
Yeah.
So yes,
off.
I'm following. Yes, please.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much just mixing stuff together and see what happens. But the difference is this time I'm writing it down, and that's what makes it science. Yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've learned a lot. Yeah.
How about you just roll me a dex save anyway, just to see if you don't
kill myself.
Drop nothing. Oh man, I should probably pull the chat up.
I was rolling 8.
I mean, it goes pretty well, except for the spot that kind of goes from the deck, and then suddenly you watch as water starts coming through a tiny little hole from a drop of acid that you landed on the deck.
I'm on the beach.
Well, there's a bird spot on that sand for sure, but otherwise you see it fine.
All right.
Fiera, are you up?
Yeah, so I am roaming around, probably not too far from the ship, but trying to just, trying to get a bead on the fauna and flora of the island, working on my nature skills.
Okay.
Trying to see what kind of differences this island might have versus like everything else I've experienced.
The Fae.
Yeah, like maybe how close or far it is from that. Like
yeah, I mean this world is interesting to you. You find yourself walking the edge of this lake, kind of by yourself. It's gorgeous, but strange. Spots around you. I mean, you can walk on this beach. You walk from what seems to be a regular trees filled with leaves around you, and then 100 yards later, it seems like you're part of a desert almost. It's sandy, and it's these hard crack lines that it's a strange landscape. And you kind of start wondering. Go ahead.
No.
Is it- Oh no, so as you kind of start wandering, a little bit away from the ship, getting lost in your own head, and something catches you. I mean, you're pretty far east, right? And you guys have kept the ship pretty well centered, because you don't want to catch any bad juju on land. You hear a roar, something loud, just in your chest, in the distance. It seems to come around the far side of a cliff. You see, I don't know, nothing you can actually tell, but just something you hear.
Do I have any like? Does it sound like a creature or a?
Roll me one of those nature checks you're working on.
Oh boy. There. I'm so good at this. Boink.
It's I mean, it's
So
something
good.
alive and it's something big. Not sure.
All right, good enough. It's big. I don't want anything to do with it, so
Well, I
I'll
mean,
probably head
yeah,
back to the ship.
easy enough.
Hard on a ranger.
Get back to your little rowboat you took to get to the edge and find your way back to the ship.
Yep.
Heavy neck, what was that thing you wanted to do?
Well, I would maybe. First question. Did you guys come back empty-handed? From
We found a
last
bunch of books last time.
Oh, Talon kind of. That's right.
I was.
Talon after he gets back, he kind of catches you, heavy neck, and kind of pulls you into the captain's quarters. He's like, hey, come check this out. Come check this out.
What do you got for me?
He kind of pulls up at the table and goes, so strange. We've been looking for books, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had your eye out for that. Can I see that thing you have?
The soul gem.
Can I?
I mean, it's right here. I've got it, and I'll pull it out of my little, like this little small satchel that it's in.
Kind of like I don't take it from you. I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, man. I kind of like reach in my little side bag that's strapped to me. That's a hands-free pouch, and I pull it out, and you see it's yellow. It's got weird cartoonish figures, and in large print across the top, it just says "Finding a Soul for Dummies."
I'm gonna try and take it out of his hand the second I read the title.
Yeah, well, I just handed it to you.
Okay, like Talon feels it lift out of his hand way earlier than he expected.
Yeah, I think this was kind of what Loretta's was talking about.
Yeah, Heavy Neck's back is already turned, and he started pacing the room with his nose.
There's a picture in it that kind of looks like your necklace, or at least what's inside of it. It's
it's right
page
right here.
page 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Toland, and I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna grab him by the shoulders and go, thank you. And I'm just gonna wrap my arms around him in a big old
Yeah, no problem. I found this one too. I pull out Rebelodon, but no, not that one. Which one? Was there another one I had? No. Oh, Spies of Greatness.
Spies of Greatness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I was like, I have this one, but I was gonna read it if you don't care.
No, I'm fine. I just want this book.
I kind of tuck it back in. Yeah, man. As soon as we get out of here, I say we head back. I think we can start doing something with that.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just about to think. Now that we have this book, I am starting to get stir crazy. We need to find a way off of this island. But first, do we find all of the books for the crew? Did everyone find what they needed?
No, I think there's a few. He kind of like pulls out a piece of paper, kind of like reads it.
Oh, yeah, well, I was supposed to have written it down.
I was like, I think there's a couple left. I think you might have to take at least one more trip out before we actually even try to start getting off this island.
Well, I think that we should try and get two birds stoned at once. And while we're out, we should try and maybe brainstorm how to get off this fucking place. So,
well, let me know when you head out. I'll keep an eye on the ship. I'll start thinking of stuff while I'm here. I'll start taking laps and trying to get an idea of where we are. I'll talk to maybe Zilch can help me get a bird's eye view of the closest way out of here.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna take the little tiny monocular that I have.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out. but yeah, good luck. Let me know if you find them. I heard there's a, I don't know. I got a weird feeling about the Eastern Shore. I think you should head in that direction. We haven't really gone that way much, so
Would you see something?
I don't know. Shadow in the
What do
night.
what do you mean, Tolan? Just
It's hard to see at night, man. It's dark out.
look. You've done great. I'm just fucking with you. So look,
Good luck out there, man.
You can go get some rest. You done not in the captain's quarters. Remember,
You're
you
like-
lost his privileges.
He like backs up. He's like, "You sure?"
No, I'm just kidding. I guess you can have it. You got me the book.
All right. So he kind of lays down. So
All right.
starts
So
passing out.
I would like to whoever's on deck. I'm assuming Sheila's probably. Are you down below or up? Because Sheila's the next person I'm probably gonna go try and find.
Don't ask me.
I'm up. I'm on the deck.
Sheila.
What?
Oh, there you are.
I was gonna say, as Heavy Neck is leaving the captain's quarters, I just want to come racing around the corner, just like I'm just like mac and cheese, and I'm like sliding around to the corner and just whiz right by him.
Can I try and grab like her ankle as she's running past?
Yes, I would say that's a grapple check. So
Just do it.
athletics. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just do it. I don't care.
If you allow it, then
Yep,
have at
I
it.
allow it.
All right. Oh, I just want to grab your back foot and then knock it inward so that when your next foot goes up, it trips.
Yeah, but I just want to be like,
And you watch it. You just kind of like barrel roll like a cat does and do a little bit of a flip and land on your feet.
No running.
hey, heavy neck. When did you get? Were you always in that room? Hey, what's up?
You mean the captain's, the ones that is the captain's quarters? Yes.
I was sleeping in there the
believe
other day. You weren't in there. I don't know. It's nice to see you back.
You were in my captain's quarters.
I gotta go. Bye. I'm just gonna run.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
the
never gonna be able to stop it. So I'm just like taking it in stride at this point.
You'll never know about the cat turd under the pillow.
I will in 2 weeks. All right, so I want to try and find Sheila. Go, Sheila.
I'm just literally gonna turn around since he's at and be eye level with him.
I'm like at the top of the stairs. Oh,
Yeah.
hi. And I'm gonna lean over. So, I believe we're still missing some books, but they did find my book. Did you know? Can you believe it?
They got soul binding for dummies.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And there's a little tiny picture, like a diagram of my stone, like that's in the thing. So it's got to be right, you know.
Oh, we got the right edition too.
I hope so. Like,
Oh man, this crew.
look, here's the thing. It's all about me. We need to find more books, and we need to try and find a way off this island. So I think we get two birds stoned at once and go out and do that. You
I'm
think you
definitely
gather a
down
crew
to
together?
definitely down to do that. Let's
Right.
get stoned first.
That's fine. I'm gonna go up to see Silge. You can. You know what? You just smoke down here. I'll be up there.
I'm just gonna as I do that, I'm just gonna, guys, come on, guys.
You guys all hear this?
Of course they don't hear it.
No, they all hear it. I said, I'm sorry. Do you go down in the quarters to wake people?
What
To
time
rally-
of day?
It's it was early morning because Talon was going to sleep. So
That explains. Oh yeah, and Little Bite ran past. Yeah, so it's early morning. Gotcha. Okay. I gotta start judging time just by her. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
We're underground. Don't worry, we got it covered.
5:36 in the morning.
How the fuck do you know that?
That's Zoomy time.
Just 5, 4, boom. All right. So yeah, Heavy Next wants to just go up and get a lay of the land and see if he can find something that looks like it's a good heading, while Sheila does the gathering thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It's there's only one real direction that you haven't traveled yet when it's been coming out of this.
East. Sorry, so he said
And when you look in the eastern direction, there's a cliff face that hasn't. I mean, this place changes. That cliff face really hasn't changed much, and you guys have been eyeing it. It seems like a bit of a longer path, but it may be the last. Hurrah!
Well, I like that. I like us. I mean, it does seem like places in this don't really move because we haven't moved. Thank Christ. Well, sorry. What is it? Thank Aldath.
Praise
Right.
Aldath.
Praise algorithm.
All right.
Pretty-
So yeah. So let's go. I'll hop down and then like wait for Sheila to gather everybody, and then we'll head off.
Okay, yeah. So you guys all see Sheila rile you up and ask if you guys want to go to the
I'm
Deck
just
of the
gonna
ship.
start coming down. All right, guys, let's come on. Let's do it. Who's ready?
You just
I'm
start
ready to
calling
go.
people.
Are you woke? I'm so woke. You. Come on.
Fear is just like, oh, okay, and like just puts the like pile of flowers down and is like, all right, let's go.
I'm gonna look at. I didn't even point at you, but come along.
You're too busy paying attention to flowers.
I was pointing through you.
So you do. So you make your way back to the deck of the ship. The five of you get into one of the two rowboats that are on the dinghies, if you will, that are on the side of the ship, and make your way to the eastern shore. Farah, this is kind of the area that you were exploring before, so you kind of know the lay of the land to begin with as you beach on this sand and drag your boat to the edge and start making your way. It's interesting. You start going through the breaks in the trees and heading. It's upward at first, and it's a bit of an easy travel. You don't see too much in the line. I mean, Fiora, you get distracted by some fauna that you were excited about that doesn't grow right on the edge of the lake because you were nervous to, get out of sight of the ship, of course. But you travel for a good 3 or 4 hours, making your way to the top of the cliff side. As you curve around, it kind of opens up to a Mosh Podge valley, if you will. Just like everywhere else on this island, just to stress the point. Things are a little different from 100 yards to 100 yards, and only once on this entire trip did you see a large landmass flying through the air above you. Would look like some poor squirrel was kind of skittering from the bottom to the top, but it was interesting to see. And as you kind of break over the ridgeline of this valley, you guys notice in the distance a large oak tree. Old. Older than any tree that seems to have been able to live on this changing island. Maybe half mile in the distance. That's how big it is.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey.
Yeah. What?
Hey.
What?
You see that? You see that tree?
Yeah, it's a tree.
Yeah, it's a tree. Moving on.
It's
You
very
think I
big
could climb
tree.
You think I could climb it?
I feel like we'd
I
have to
mean,
get
how
closer.
tall is it? JT, DM.
It's hard to tell. So roll a perception check. How about that?
I can do that. JT, I was gonna ask a question.
Sure.
When you say old
Ooh,
in
dirty
what
20.
way?
From this, it's hard. It's hard to tell, and there's a bit of a distance. But even from here, you can tell that this tree is
Hey,
100,
Thanks for
110 feet.
follow.
Purple, thank you.
thank you.
So yeah, maybe 100 feet. I mean, would you say how old? Old?
Well,
Older-
just like when you say like, how do we know it's old? Like,
Because
is
it's
it
big.
super-
It's got
okay.
these large arms that kind of dip down and touch into the dirt around it and kind of spring back up, almost as though they're supporting it and keeping it. And it seems, I mean, somebody who's proficient in history.
Not I.
I'm good with nature.
Not me.
Nobody?
If I can commune with nature, can I get some idea of what's going on with it? Where it is, how big it is, how old it is, if there's any structures in the area?
You commune with nature, right? What does that do?
Become one with nature, gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you.
Yeah, so you use commune with nature,
Mhm.
and you get this feeling of a presence of in this space around you. It's strange. You've done this before and commune with nature, and you felt this connection with the earth around you. And here, there's a bit of a fear, almost. What life there is around you seems almost apprehensive, ready for the next shift, if you will. And yet there's a spot in front of you. You said 3 miles?
Yep. within 3 miles of me.
There's a spot around that tree that that seems to almost give you a bit of a calm, a flourish, and it's got a feeling of stability that nowhere else in this island has had.
So I got the feeling that that's kind of a safer area if we're looking to move stuff to, at least in terms of
that's
all
up
of
to you
the,
to infer, but
yeah, at least all the ground isn't going to move on us. So I would tell everybody else then what I got from that it's kind of stable, but I can't say everything around it is in fear, but that area seems to be pretty stable and doesn't seem like it changes.
Well, that makes sense. How did it get that old without staying put?
Yeah, if it kept getting ripped up.
Makes sense. All right.
here,
well,
roll a intelligence check for me.
This whole time I want to be like, my butt is wiggling and I'm like, I'm gonna climb it. I'm gonna go. Is it safe? Etrian, is it safe?
I have no idea.
Nice.
No,
Good enough for me.
safe enough for her.
Fear
Good enough for
intelligence
me.
check.
Oh,
not
fear,
Tran,
sorry.
That's okay.
Me? Oh boy.
Yeah, you.
Just
Can
straight
I take off
intelligence.
towards the tree?
We can't use his.
Yeah, easy enough.
I guess we're gonna find out. I'm gonna
13.
follow.
I mean, 13 is not bad. This is just kind of the direction you think you might have heard that roar last night.
I'm running towards the tree.
He's already
Good.
got it.
Fiera
I'm
like
done.
has completely forgotten about that at this point. Like,
Okay.
Nice.
So it's just
Sounds
like
good.
it was like it wasn't enough of anything, and this island's so weird anyway that he's just like, whatever. Like,
Okay.
It's the new
Fiora,
norm.
you start or little bit. She just takes off running
Yeah,
towards. the tree.
I'm like grumbling in infernal, like I was, or abyssal, like I was at the end of the last session where I'm just like, I'm just like running and running and running and like going mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
So
mac and
this
cheese.
in this earth around you. So as you start going, you start to realize there's like almost a line you cross, and the grass is taller almost. And as you kind of come colliding towards this tree, this is a big tree, and it's almost you don't even jump on the base of the tree. When you start to climb, it's one of the main lower branches that has come so far and that's touched the ground and come back up that you actually jump on and run up the leg of it and like kind of make your way up into the base of this tree.
Yeah.
It's huge too, and you start climbing. Roll me. No, you have climbing speed. You're a cat.
I'm a cat.
It's coming back down that you might have a problem. So as you just
I don't care about the down part.
go screaming up and just climbing, you break through the top of this tree, and a pluff of these birds that you've never seen before, like multicolored, kind of just take off in the distance. All of you see her because she just took off running as this tree just kind of disappears, and you just all see a cat head pop up. And it's a view. You're in a valley, so you can't really see past the mountains to either side of you, but the length of this valley is pretty long. And you see from up here, just off in the horizon, different pieces of earth just traversing.
Can I catch one of the birds?
Roll a grapple check. What's a bird's athletics? It's got to be high,
bird
right?
I would
Roll
assume it's
for
probably you
bird.
could use acrobatics or athletics.
And I'd give it a +5 with advantage because it's a bird, right?
Depends on how small.
Acrobatics. Okay.
It's up. No, for grappling, it's just athletics.
Oh, it's just athletics. Nice.
Yes.
I'm so good at these. Yeah, I'm so good.
Bird's gone. But you do
Fine.
try. And the rest of
Quite the
you,
view.
so the rest of you, not sprinting up a tree, kind of enter this area, and it's nice. This is there's kind of rocks that kind of fill in the ground on either side of you, different large sizes. It's pretty open and grassy, except for different things. In this area, under the shade of this oak, there's not too many smaller trees growing. A few saplings, a few thickets, and along the ridge line, there is a big briar patch that seems to just kind of extend in a big circle around a giant rock off to the edge. But other than that, it seems pretty open.
All right.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
It's a tree.
What do you see anything cool?
No. There were some birds up here, but they're gone now.
Well,
Yeah, we saw you miss it.
why'd
yeah.
you scare
You
her?
know what? Don't rub it in, okay? I got really excited. This is a big tree.
And
While I'm
hey,
talking to her, can Heavy Neck be doing a 360 of the tree to try and get like?
Roll me an investigation check.
All right, I will.
Do I
are
notice
the rest of you
anything
guys doing?
specific about the tree? Like
Seems old.
markings
Roll me a nature check.
9.
like now that I'm like neck deep in it.
Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Nature.
I mean, even with a 9, guys, these rolls. Top
I
of the
know,
line.
We are oblivious.
Trash.
It's gonna be one of those.
No, it's
nights.
hard. I mean, it's a big tree in the rock clearing. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Gil's gonna investigate as well. She wants to see if there's been any
Yeah, you can
signs
know.
of
I'll
other
give 2
activity.
investigation checks around the end of the tree.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it's not great either. Trying to see if like there's a reason why it's not moving, like why it's stable and why the rest of it's moving around it. You know.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
ritual casting.
I'm talking to Sheila right now.
yeah, Sheila. Oh yeah, Sheila.
Why-
You don't.
why-
You don't really see much.
While they're
Go-
doing that, I'm ritually casting detect magic to see if we can figure out if it's the tree or the land that makes the difference.
Okay, that takes 10 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna try and climb as high as I can.
Okay, roll me an athletics check. You're not a cat.
Fine.
Or you can do acrobatics. I know you like to use that for climbing with.
I'm gonna be
I mean, that
using
kinda
my
suck.
hook. I'm gonna be using my hook. So
I assumed.
23.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, you. It's not a super hard tree to climb, but yeah, I mean, you find your way. It's big and it's weird. You can climb straight up, but if you wanted to, you could climb out on these large branches too that kind of extend out. And this oak has some big arms. I mean, the base of this tree has to be 8 feet across, 7 feet across.
All right, so it's pretty big.
So you do make your way up to the top of it, and same thing. You poke your head out and you see this large. And again, you see that briar patch that's off to the side too on a rock formation in the same general area, but no, not much more than that. Fiora, what are you doing?
Fiora is probably like what? Like you said, there is a difference in the grass, like
Yeah,
kind
maybe.
of, like, a
So like this
noticeable
tree kind of
circle.
seems. So after you walk in, you kind of notice that this tree seems to be kind of near the center of what seems to be a different section of this. So yeah, so you go back to the line you came.
I'm like doing a perimeter of that hole, trying to trace it as much as I can on the outside.
So it's kind of hard. So as you do, right, and you start to realize it kind of starts going up. It's pretty tough. As you get farther, maybe 50 yards, 100 yards away from the tree, it starts getting a pretty rough terrain, and you start to get these briar patches that really kind of like almost go to the end of where the line is and stop. So you can kind of walk on the outside and climb up, but there's almost like a wall of briar patches on the side. So
Do the briars end at the line, sort of thing?
at the line.
Okay, I would just kind of like.
And you do notice, so this whole cliffside, so it's going to take you a little while to walk around it. It's a pretty big area.
Is
Not
it?
huge,
Okay.
pretty big.
If you had to say roughly,
I would say 500 meters by 500 meters.
oh man, that's huge.
No, 500 feet by 500. No, yeah, no,
Still
300
big.
meter by 300. Yeah, like 1,200 feet around in a square. But like I said, the tree's in the center of a big open area, and then you get this whole corner. It's almost, and it's weird as you go up. It seems as though there's just a line of the edge of the briars on that side, and as you kind of, so it would take you maybe 10 minutes to walk the whole circle of it.
That's what I do. Just trying
Okay.
to like,
Get
just
the
at a
edge.
like curious if I'm gonna stumble upon something or
So I mean, you guys kind of each you're taking your time. You're all looking around, kind of taking in the scenery, seeing what there is, climbing through the tree, and you see, Edrian, your spell completes,
Mhm.
and suddenly below you in the ground, you got just this feeling of enchantment magic, very light, but covering. And as you kind of like your eyes gloss over, and I mean, you can only go 60 feet, right, from where your magic is, but the whole ground
30
around
feet.
30 feet. So, but the whole ground around you seems to have this aura about it.
Okay, so it's the land, not the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I just tell everybody it's magic dirt. Aren't you glad you brought a druid?
magic
Well,
dirt. You
well,
say?
here's the other part about it. It's not
Take it.
it's not so much dirt as it is stone.
Fiera
And,
is
you know, there's a
instantly trying
layer
to
of-
like
Different.
dig some of it up and put it into a
Yeah.
bag. Like,
Yeah.
And
I
you
wanna
dig a
take
little bit of
with
it.
us.
And it's funny, as he picks up the dirt too, you watch as he scoops it, and as he pulls it from the ground, it kind of loses its enchantment. It seems to be the stone underneath itself, not what's on it. And it seems as though the tree isn't magical. The tree just
Grows well because of the magic that's there.
We just
I
have-
don't tell them that when they pick up the dirt, it's not magical anymore.
Fiera's like bags and bags full of this stuff. I don't know what it's gonna do, but it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be real interesting.
Are you walking around as with your spell, or are you just kind of staying in one spot?
I would
You're
walk
kind of
around
like
'cause
feeling it.
Yeah, I would walk around because I think it only lasts like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. It's strange. You get a feeling of as you get close to the tree, I assume you go near it because you were checking it out. There seems
Yeah.
to be a bit of a glow near the base of it.
Hmm.
A little stronger. Not dirt. It's like the rest of it seems like a wish-wash covering, but this seems to be like a solid piece of solid magic.
An epicenter.
Like just like a hard
Yeah.
line as opposed to
Okay.
like a soft boundary.
Okay. I'd share that, but I have nowhere to go from here. I haven't dealt with many magic trees and magic islands like this.
You just seem like you would have.
I know I give off that vibe, but
Well, with like being half naked and not wearing any shoes ever.
that's because I spend a lot of time usually in wild shit because it's a lot cheaper to live that way.
Oh yeah, the whole turning into an animal of the wild is also.
Yeah,
good.
In the whole
Sucks.
commune with nature, we all saw you eat a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I
so-
wasn't hiding it.
Yeah.
It turns out everyone can do it.
So
So does it look like or how far away from the cliff is this tree? Are we on the
okay,
cliff
so
right now?
let me try to describe it. So you guys kind of came in through the base of the valley, right? Because you came down the edges.
Yeah,
And
we're in
the
a
valley.
valley.
The valley kind of comes up. So one side of the valley seems to have thorns and briars and everything covering most of it. The other side seems to be pretty standard rock. A few decent sized oaks that must be acorns that have started taking root a little farther away. A few different styles of trees. The other side you could kind of go up almost to the top of the ridge, and that's where, if Etrian walked that way, you would see where the other end of this, and Joe or Fiera would have noticed it too as you walked the far side of the ridge. Whoever goes up to the top, actually, Fiera, roll me a perception check
Okay.
from the other side now that you've gone, around the briars and then back up.
I am on fire tonight.
It's all right. Etrian kind of, as he comes up, and you're standing on the top of the edge. You're kind of looking at a line. You can't really tell why it's different, but you just know it's different.
Just something about
As
the area.
Etrian comes up, you kind of you see that that's where the edge of this ends, whatever this magical enchantment is. And as you turn around, you notice it in the center of the briars. It almost looks like there's an opening.
Oh, good. That's my
On the
next
fo-
question.
Like
So is
a big like a cave. You didn't know, like being below and looking up, even in the tree, they were too distracted looking around. But from this angle, you just seem to be able to see right into it.
Okay. So I'd say everyone I found a cave too. Or some kind of entrance. Maybe we'll get whatever is down there in
What?
Magic Hole.
What?
Want to do some more spelunking?
All right,
What- Little Bite, what are you doing this whole time?
I'm at the top of the tree.
You're just staying
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
just
top of the
I'm just
tree.
hanging out. I'm probably bouncing around between some of the branches.
All nimbly bimbly.
Yeah, doing cat things, going from branch to branch, maybe weaving my way down a little bit and weaving my way back up.
Sounds
like-
good.
If she gets to one of the branches that I have access to, can I try and wiggle it when she gets to it? But have my hook ready. to,
So
like,
it's
when
kind
she
of hard. It
falls.
depends on where you at. It's hard to wiggle the main arms of this tree because they're giant.
That's fine. I'll just jump on it with all my little.
Yeah, easy enough. It throws you off for sure.
Whoa!
All right, then I'm gonna take my hook and then I'm gonna throw it out to her to like save her, just in case.
I'm gonna catch it and just be like, thanks.
Gotcha. And then I'm just gonna flick it back, and then I'll start descending the tree,
I'll probably
Okay.
follow him down.
just with a big smile on my face, like I did something.
So all of you kind of seem to gather up at the base of this tree with all your new information. What do you guys want to do?
Uh, as I get to the bottom, Etrin, what were you going on about?
I found a potential cave, some kind of opening.
Oh, well, I love openings. So
Let's go.
where is it? Is it over there?
It's right
Yeah,
here.
I'd
Have me next.
lead everyone over to.
Well,
All
it's
right.
it's in the center of the briars. You'd have to
Oh,
like cut your
I
way
would-
through the briars
I
to
would
get
point
to
at
it.
it from a distance then.
How far away is it?
300 meters. No,
Yeah.
150 meters. Center of this far side. If this whole thing is 500 meters across, so maybe 100, so 300 feet, maybe 400 feet up in the briars. So it's a bit of a trek. You'd have to like find a way through them to get to it.
Sheila, do you want to do the thing with the sword to do this area?
It seems like right up your alley.
You're just so good at it.
God, I just cut a coarse bush this morning.
Jesus.
What you cut
Did she left curly hair? Did we not know about this?
It's like that. I always imagine it's like the mermaid sort of thing where it's like wavy. Oh my.
Oh,
Sheila, can you hack this other bush for us?
Yes.
are you trying to hack your way through these bushes, these thickets?
Yes.
It's a good word.
Are you raging?
I'm going to.
Roll me an athletics check with advantage.
There we go.
14.
Thank God.
You do some work. Probably about 3/4 of the way through. I mean, they're just tangling into your sword, and like you're getting through it, cutting and hacking and stripping all of the stuff off your sword, and then hacking and cutting and getting another couple of feet, 25, 30 feet, and then stopping and getting everything off of your sword that's bundled up. And by the time you get 3/4 of the way through, you are just smoked as of right now.
Easy, girl. Easy, easy.
You can keep going if you want, but you might start getting extra tired.
I'll hand her a water skin. You did good.
Gonna throw it on her face, and then she's gonna look over at Heavy Neck and just take a piece of his clothing and rip it into a headband cloth.
My clothing,
Yeah,
like my shirt.
like your some of your belt.
You gonna take my belt?
Yeah.
What? No, you're not. I need that.
Do you want through this, Heavy?
Are you?
I don't want to use something else. Use anything other than my title. It's got my gun. It's got my rapier. It's got like my wench that's attached to it. You're not touching my belt.
Fiera, where are you?
Why do you do that?
Yeah,
Like,
what's up, Sheila?
You got something for my sweat?
Oh, yeah, here. I just take off my vest and hand it to you.
She's gonna tie it around her.
Can I
her
shape
head.
water and just get rid of all the
yeah, that is.
I got it.
Oh, well.
You're just sitting there every like couple seconds, just wiping her brow.
Yeah.
Seems like that you get most of the water off of her head, but she still has part of the vest tied around it.
And I'm just gonna look at Extreme and being like, you really know how to make a girl glisten.
I'm
You're
just
like,
happy to
it's-
help.
It's like a day at the spa for you. You're getting like taken care of. You waxed your bush. It's like.
So,
We're
but
gonna
there's still a
take
bit of.
short rest before.
Yeah.
seeing again.
You want to take a short rest
I mean, how far away?
in the
are
middle of the thing? Yeah, maybe 50 feet or so.
we? Does it look like there's a lot of things that are dangerous around?
You're still like kind of in the middle of. It seems like imagine cutting into rose bushes and
Oh, I know.
thorn bushes. Like there's like a path maybe 5 feet wide that's maybe 100 feet long into this briars, but there's probably another 50 feet of briars ahead of you. And yeah, you can short rest. I mean, you could do it here. It just you might, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but you might
Fear
wanna
is gonna
do it.
like be like, okay, hold on, Sheila, and like kind of squeeze by and just start with his dagger, just start cutting like one at a time. Like, I got this. You did a good job.
You slowly start cutting
If he
through it.
starts doing that, like Heavy Neck will start thinking about it, and then I'm gonna try and like be like, Fiora, step back. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna like whip my chain around because it does slashing damage and it's basically a scythe. Can I see if I can like aim for the roots and just try and like take some out, clear it out, like helicopter that shit.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna as I see him do that, I'm gonna cast guidance for him
Yeah,
and duck.
I think I'm gonna make
Down,
it
I
be
guess.
another athletics check because it's kind of just cutting brush with a scythe is just labor. So yeah, roll me athletics check with your guidance.
I will.
Plus a
I
D4.
always forget I have that.
Hold on. 21.
Not bad. Your athletics is a 9. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Heavy Neck, we're gonna start calling you Weed Whacker.
Yeah. In a rotating motion, learning to just get just the edge of it, you start taking down more and more brush. Finally, after another,
Can it be the weed slasher though?
after another hour or so, you finally break open into what seems to be a large cave. You're surprised it took you so long to see it, but it's pretty impressive how open and big this cave is, and it just seems as though it circles down into the rock. And from what you guys can tell, it doesn't seem to go anywhere past where those magical boundaries were.
Wow, Heavy Neck, this is like quite the big black hole.
I know, right? I mean, you want to go spelunking in the big black
It's
hole?
probably the whole of the cave. Now that you're actually standing in front of it, and it was hard to notice, it's probably 100 feet wide and not super deep, maybe 30 feet tall, but it seems as though it's just got a wide, long opening. And then, so that's, what do you guys want to do?
Does it look like there's been any sort of like wildlife that's been like walking around, flattening stuff, or does it look like this place has been disturbed recently?
Is it
roll
a
me an
giant
investigation
cave or a
check.
giant animal?
So what
Roll
you
me
say?
an investigation
Is it a
check.
giant? No. Guidance again. Just every
Dude.
time.
Nice, 16.
16. No, there's no footprints going in this cave. No tracks of animals, nothing of the sort. The 16, yeah, it's hard to say. There's definitely no foot traffic going into this cave.
Doesn't seem like it's recent though. If there's
Um,
any disturbance,
Yeah, there's not much disturbance other than just
okay, cool. Sorry,
light
guys.
rock kind of everywhere. And there is dust and stuff, in the corners and around, pushed about, blown about.
Or, Sheila, would you like to take the lead?
Yeah, Heavy, I'll do that. But first, I was going to suggest, should I yell in there?
No, you should not yell. We're trying to
I
be.
don't know. It sounds like a
sneaky.
great idea.
But just think of the echo.
It would be great. But
The acoustics. It would be. And you see Fiora like slowly pulling out like an instrument.
No. Heavy Neck slowly starts reaching for his gun.
Okay, fine.
Can we make sure it's safe before you go blasting off in this hole?
Sure.
All right, Sheila, I'll be right behind you.
All right, what's the marching order?
I'm definitely towards the front.
Yeah, I can go in first.
Back.
I'm behind.
Well,
you.
Sheila was up front.
Oh, then I'll be right behind. Right,
Then-
I'll be second. And yeah.
All right,
Then Little Bite,
I'll be after those two.
then Heavy Neck, then Fiora. Fiora, you're taking up the rear.
The rear with the
Okay.
gear.
So Sheila, Etrian, Little Bite, Heavy Neck, Fiora. Single line. Yeah, I mean it's wide. I mean it's a pretty wide cave, so you don't have to be in a single file line.
We're staggered.
Stagger like a wedge
Yeah.
formation with a team
If we
captain.
have, Heavy Neck will keep to like the left side probably, just like hugging the like.
You guys start walking down, and it's this slow, spinning, winding path. You start going 100 feet, 200 feet, 500 feet, 1,500 feet. The light behind you starts getting
Nothing.
darker and darker as you keep spinning, as you guys are going down.
Does anyone have a light?
Half mile
It's
starts to
really
get pretty
in here.
dark.
Oh
I
god, this
have
reminds me of a drow
lantern.
party I went to.
You
You have
went
a
to a
lamp?
drow party?
Yeah, I have a.
You do a lot of things as a gladiator.
Hold on.
I imagine so. They're pretty. They get up to some weird shit I had.
Yeah, I have a torch. Light a
But you-
torch.
You don't want to know what the drow can do because they can't see. That's why it makes it so weird.
Soft
There's
torchlight
judgment.
fills the room around you. It's interesting. Still just windblown dust everywhere. Pretty smooth lined caves or edges of the cave around you. Still 100 feet wide or so, and by 30 feet tall. Coming to smaller edges on the edges. You guys are just walking with this faint firelight flickering off the walls around you. The long shadows of Heavy Neck are stretching up the edges, going to the tips of the path. You guys keep going, mile down.
What do you think? Like, did something make this, or do you think it was naturally? It doesn't seem like it was naturally occurred. But then again, nothing on this island makes sense.
Does it look like something burrowed and made this? Like something giant?
Roll me a nature check.
I want to help him while we're like talking about this and
Can I,
walking.
can I guidance myself?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You just tap yourself on the ass.
That's good. So I did that. Well, that's not great.
You're meant to help others.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, how did I mute?
Oh.
Sorry, was that with advantage? Sorry, Heavy Neck was helping you. I was chatting away,
Oh.
like no one's listening to me. Are you guys what?
That was not
13, so 14.
to 14.
I mean, definitely not natural. Too precise to be natural. Completely natural, at least.
Mhm.
Like tool made.
Not necessarily tool made. You're not really sure. And it's strange. The texture kind of changes as you get deeper. And it's hard with a 14, but it's not totally consistent. But again, it's the space and width is so consistent. It has to be something. But there's 100 feet of the stone where it looks like it's been cracked, and then 100 feet of stone where it looks like it's maybe been carved. It's just weird.
So it looks like someone put this together out of all the floating islands.
No,
Maybe.
I don't know. Not so much that as something just took different things to make it.
Hmm.
Almost like they collided here and then stayed here.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll continue. I will like through the like walking. I will have pulled out my torch and lit one as well.
Easy enough. So now there's two, different shadows crossed in the center of this dark cavern, and you guys are kind of spread out a ways. Sheila, you're up front. Roll me a perception check for me. Maybe it'll be better than a 6.
No,
It's
it
an
is.
8.
It was.
It is.
No, but I meant natural 6. So no, it wasn't. Yeah, no, you guys just keep walking. Eventually, and it almost comes up on you. And with the two torches behind you, it was kind of hard to see, but suddenly it's almost Sheila, the heat almost hits you before your foot does. You realize that that's not grounded from you. That's the edge of what seems to be a pit. And you kind of step back.
As I do that and I stop, everyone just falls into my back, but I don't budge.
Roll me a
Oof.
dexterity saving throw. As all of you look and see a line of red hot magma crossing in front of you, sunken into the ground about 10 feet down.
God.
An 8.
And as you smash into the back of Sheila,
Oh, no.
she starts to lose her balance and fall
I'm
forward.
throwing my,
Can
I'm
I
throwing my
grab
hook
her?
out.
How about each of you make athletics check to see if you can catch Sheila quick enough before, as a reaction, before she. It's gonna be the average of the two, so hopefully you don't mess it up too much.
Come on.
Hopefully not.
No pressure.
12 is not bad. So 15. Suddenly you just kind of feel behind you the hook kind of getting you and sharp
the
claws
pain
on the back on your back as you just get pulled backwards. And you see in front of you what seems to be a 40-foot wide pool of lava stretching 100 feet up to both sides of the tops of the cavern.
Well then, that sounds terrible. So who among us could get us across that could fly?
I was so excited when I found out Zilch wasn't coming with you guys today.
Oh, yes. I mean,
Heavy Nick just looks over and he's just like, who could fly us across this giant thing?
I guess I could. I was... All right.
No, I'm seriously appreciate it.
Giant. Okay, a giant eagle, and just start ferrying everybody across. Or giant. Is it still dark?
I mean, the lava is right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how
Well,
much
yeah.
it's
I mean,
lighting
there's
up,
a
like, the
faint glow
whole-
from the lava for sure.
So giant owl, if that's still strong enough to carry people, so I can look around while I'm flying everybody.
Yeah,
back
it's
and
easy
forth.
to carry one at a time, and slowly but surely, you guys are picked up on your haunches and flown. And as you go across, it's kind of weird. It's as soon as you cross over the heat, it almost lifts you up an extra 10 feet, and it takes you a second to like stabilize, like a heat draft on a bird with a hawk when they go through the air before you kind of stabilize. And after the first two people, you kind of get the hang of it and the difference in temperature, but it is hot and you guys are sweating by the time you all get to the far side of it.
While I'm flying around, do I see anything in the path? Anything else? Any structures? Anything coming up interesting, or just more
No.
tunnel?
I mean, it's just more
Does it
tunnel. It's
look
hard to see.
lava?
It's still doing that curve, and from what you could tell, it's staying within the boundaries of what you felt from before.
Does it feel like it's working its way around back towards the tree?
Roll me an
We can't
intelligence
tell.
check.
I have no
It's
idea.
hard to tell. Guys,
We're
this is wild. Last time, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. This time,
Yeah,
We're making up for it.
ones,
Yeah.
threes.
that's it. Do you guys keep moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep flying
Um,
along with everybody.
The flickering, you stay with the group though.
Yeah, like move if it's a wide enough, if it's like high enough, I can go back and forth, so I'm not ever too far
You
out.
said
Yeah. I mean, it's strange. It's definitely easy to fly through here.
Mhm.
And you start making your laps. Another mile, 2 miles. It's quiet. Torchlight flickers. Still, I mean, and it's strange. You guys not only see this owl, but you also see these two crossing shadows, almost as though there's shadow spotlights crossing the tops of this cavern as you keep pushing yourself further and further. 3 miles, 4 miles.
Do
It's-
we want to stop and eat maybe like a snack? For it just seems like we've been walking a long time. Everyone okay?
Yeah, how long has it been since we entered?
Like it
Yeah,
seems
how
like
long have we been walking?
It's got to be two hours now.
yeah, so far it seems like it's been like 4 miles, 4
4 or
maybe
5 miles. Yeah. It's hard to keep track. It's so consistent. And it's such a gradual downslope. It's almost, you're not sure like how far you've actually gone.
Sheila's gonna plop down and she's just gonna grab her feet and she's gonna, oh man, my petty is gonna be fucked. And then she's gonna pull bags out of her belt. Who needs food?
I'll take a I'll take a sandwich.
Land and turn back into me and eat with everybody. If I
You
can find
guys
anything
take
in
a
here.
short rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt. You guys
So-
you feel free to use hit dice or whatever you restore in short rests. Take
Just
your
keep bored.
And well, can I do a ritual spell? Well, actually, I don't.
yeah,
can I do a
I'll let you do a
ritual spell
ritual
turn?
while you're doing your short rest. That's fine.
I'm gonna commune with nature again, and it's underground. The radius is limited to only 300 feet. So I don't know how useful it is. So
Yeah,
terrain.
so you take your 10 minutes and suddenly your consciousness expands, almost like a ping. You see the ripples run out through you, 300 feet in either direction. And something's different. You kind of close your eyes for a second and start walking down the tunnel, and you realize there's a change in terrain up ahead, something that you haven't seen in miles, except for that lava flow. It seems as though there's some holes. I don't know. It's a bit of a distance, 300, 400 feet, 300 feet up ahead or so, but
Yeah.
definitely something that pings while you guys are sitting and eating. How long does that last? Commune of nature?
It takes it doesn't say. I just instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts about any of the following subjects: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead influence from other planes and buildings.
Yeah, I mean that's still that whole feeling of that enchantment still radiates around you. It's almost as though it's an immovable enchantment. You're assuming it's whatever keeps this knot from getting torn up in Metaposi. And yeah, there's definitely something in the difference of terrain, a different terrain feature up ahead, a hole or something, but you're just not entirely sure exactly what it is. But you're something to look out for as you guys move forward after your short rest.
Feels like so, but it feels like it feels like there's like a giant hole at the end.
No, feels like there's
Or a
holes
bunch.
up ahead.
Oh, holes. Okay.
Multiples.
Okay. I was thinking maybe we could just flush the ship down here and then dump it out the bottom of the island.
Well, that's
Thinking outside the box.
Oh,
I like
Heavy,
it.
the things that we poke our fingers in, the holes that we go into for you.
Finish up your short rest, taking your piss, whatever. Eating your food.
Talk about that. I was thinking about taking the cannons and blowing the side of the lake apart until it gave way, and then we could ride the ship into God knows where.
Just hope for the best.
Wow.
What else do we got?
Yeah, right.
Just leave it here.
Do you guys keep making your way
Yeah. Wait.
down?
Could you use that water spell? How long does that last?
Control water.
Yeah.
Up to 10 minutes, and I can cast it.
Definitely not long enough to get off the island.
I
'Cause
can
what if
cast
we-
it 3
what if-
times a day.
What if we breached the ridge and then rode a section of the water down, and you used that spell and then tried to control and basically surf us off of this island?
And Heavy, why don't we not try that and ruin the boat?
I would be willing to try
It's
though,
either that or we
just for the
lose it.
record.
We're losing it already.
I know, but I'm just if we get desperate, that's where my mind's at.
Heavy, I didn't name the boat. You named the boat.
It's fine. Dude. Look, we're stuck on an island.
Well, you
Can't-
remember what I wanted to name the boat, the next boat.
What was no?
That's-
You do not get to name the next.
Sheila Sailors.
No,
We agree.
that's the dinghies. We already said that's you get to name the dinghies. I get the boat.
I love it. As you guys keep moving too, Adrian, you notice that area, and as you look, you don't notice anything ahead of you when you look, but you know that this is where your spell triggered difference in terrain.
Everybody know that it's coming up. I don't know what's happening or changing, but just keep an eye out.
Great.
Who's keeping an eye out?
I will do that the second he says
Eh,
something.
As Adrian finishes saying that, I would start pulling my sword out and just look at Adrian and be like, that is the most uninsightful thing I've heard.
I do my best.
Sheila draws her sword. I'll take my hook off and just start
Roll me investigation check. Whoever's taking the point and looking out for whatever the if there's two of you can do it.
I'll give anybody advantage on that.
24, natural 20.
Ooh.
There they are.
You guys are and you're taking your big axe, right, Sheila? And you're kind of feeling the ground. And Adrian said something about holes. Suddenly you tap a piece of dirt and it just totally collapses in front of you. And you notice that where it looked like there was plenty of distance to walk, there is now a 60-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot hole directly in front of you that just drops into almost blackness. Your torch almost doesn't light the bottom of it. And it just appeared out of nowhere. And as you kind of like walk to the edge of it, you notice with your sword, you hit another one and it falls away. It takes you a second. And Heavy Neck, you're watching this behind him, looking over his shoulder, and you're starting to notice just a difference in the texture of the ground, almost like it's not really there. And every time he taps the ground and it falls through, you start to realize these are sinkholes. These are set to stop people from walking through here, and they are hidden well. And without Sheila rolling a natural 20, you would not have noticed and how to get through them. And you start kind of slowly tapping a path through these sinkholes, and you guys follow one by one this tiny 2-foot pathway that goes between these giant 10-foot sinkholes that keep opening up around you slowly over the next 200. Yeah.
I will take lead and I'll take my chain, and when I'll hold it to the ground and I'll like sweep it across the ground once I notice that like you can knock away the illusions to try and like do
It's
that.
not so much illusions either. It's actual dirt.
Oh, okay. So it's
But
like
it's just
wow. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I just want to sit there and be like the agitator in the front.
and carefully, one by one, Sheila and Heavy Neck lead you through this traverse, 200 feet or so before you finally realize that passes behind you, and it seems as though the way in front of you is open.
Nice.
How did we do that?
This is a
That's
very
real.
interesting island.
Yeah. An entry in coming through in the clutch. That was awesome. So far, gold star.
All right. That's all I want.
So you guys slowly walking down. I mean, it's been quiet for a while, but
I mean,
who's in the front again? Roll me one last investigation check. Whoever's taking point on this. Are you still an owl? An owl? No, it would
No.
have left after
Yeah,
your.
No,
short
I
rest.
changed back last short rest.
Yeah.
19.
19. So this actually catches your eye. After another mile or so, you notice that there's a light coming from around again, it keeps turning, right? So you can never see more than, a couple hundred feet in front of you, behind you, right? You see a shadow on the wall in front of you, light, something other than your torchlight seems to be lighting up whatever is in front of your party.
Do all of us know that, or just
No, just Sheila.
She's
She's walking. She can choose whatever she wants to do.
I think I'm gonna cue everyone to slow down and let's get a little stealthy.
what do you see? Sheila, I'm down here.
Two shapely people.
I think
Light, flickering light.
Wait.
Um,
Oh, that's flickering. That's 4 syllables. You were doing 2.
no, it was C. That's what that
Oh.
was. Anyway.
All right. We should approach stealthily.
Roll me stealth checks, dude.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace
Hello.
because I'm not stealthy at all.
Nice.
38.
This happens every time.
Every single time.
It's always a 2, so 12.
12 is still not bad.
It's just
So is
every
that a 29,
No, I got a 38.
I got
A
a
38.
35.
a 35, a 32, a 39, and a 12?
I got a 19.
in a 12.
No, that is with your plus 10, the 19.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Still great. Still great for the group. You seem like you've all seen obviously Scooby-Doo when they kind of do the head lean thing with the head above the head, right?
Wait,
You
I
guys-
want to know who's on the bottom. Who's like, I want to know the order.
Ooh, I'm gonna say
Obviously,
Little
Heavy Neck's
Bite,
at the
Sheila,
bottom.
Heavy Neck, Etrian, and Fiera, just as you are in my Zoom chat.
Wait, hold on. Can we do it all for him?
Yeah. You come around and it opens up into this large lit cavern. Center of it is a stone circle, 40 feet around. Torches light around it. You can all hear a bit of water movement as around the outside of this circle is, you're not sure, water fills it. And on the far side, a wall comes up with a large platform in the center. And roll me. Who you're all kind of taking a look. You all were pretty stealthy. So I'll give it to you. In the center of this room, a pile glittering in the distance off of the candlelight of some sort of treasure. A pile of gold toys, you're not sure.
Treasure.
And on either side, broken, with the shells cracked around them, half into the water, 3 creatures are crawling, sniffing, exploring their space, and looking at each other. 1 green, 1 red, 1 blue. 3 dragon wormlings are around their pile, sitting, learning themselves, and guarding whatever is in this chamber. And I think that's where we're gonna take our break.
All right.
Cliffhanger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you think they want?
Yeah, let me do a little bit of. Let me give you guys before we go to a break. Let me
want to play with our corpses.
let me show
Maybe they
you
wanna
kind of what
play.
you see in front of you.
Look, if you can befriend one and get it on the ship, great. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
But
You
what
guys
if
are
it
kind
does,
of
though?
off the screen, but I'll just kind of move you to it.
What are we gonna name it? What am I gonna name it?
We're gonna name it money because those dragon scales sell for so much.
You're not
I'm gonna,
gonna
like,
get it if we have a
elbow
dragon.
up.
Do you guys see it?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna elbow up towards Sheila
The
because
one
she's
in
above
this-
me.
Yes.
Just be like, we're not gonna sell it. We're gonna keep it.
The one in the center seems like the largest of the wormlings. It's red. The top left is a green, and the top right is a blue.
Okay.
And I think we'll be right back. Give us like 10 minutes. We're gonna freshen up and get ready for whatever they choose to do.
Oh boy.
All right, sounds
Stay
good.
tuned.
back.
And welcome back to the live stream. We are the West March guys, and we have been playing some D&D for a while now. And we just our adventurers made their just decided to go into a hole. And I love it, and made their way through some obstacles that were set and found themselves in what seems to be some sort of dragon birthing chamber. And
What?
as they peek their head around the corner, they see 3 freshly hatched. And for anybody who has any idea about dragons, it's strange that there is 3 different colors in here, and it looks as though they've been fighting amongst themselves.
You
So
said a green, red, and blue, right?
a green, a red, and a blue as they are thrashing them out, hitting piles. You see gold flickering in the distance, and they are just kind of into each other. They're rolling, playing, flying. It looks as though they are learning themselves. And you guys kind of peek around the corner, and you see in the center, right about here. I'm in the wrong. This right here is a large pile of what seems to be gold and different shiny objects. And they are just playing on it and in it and around it. And you're watching as a little breath of fire comes out of the red one as they finally settle and are taking a moment. You guys peek around and see them just stopped sitting where you see them now. What do you guys want to do?
Sheila, you can kill one of those things. We can kill those things, right?
Wait.
But are they-
Wait. Why do we want to kill them?
Yeah.
Let's
why
slowly
do we
take a
wanna
step
go-
back.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know
have
about you guys, but
all ever dealt with dragons before?
yeah.
I mean, do you think we can try and just? There's gold over there.
Who cares?
I do.
Dragons. You've never heard flying, biting, breathing? No.
Are you gonna try and capture
Just
it?
one more
No,
very
we just
important point.
fucking
One more
leave.
very important point. Just to say, there were also books in that pile.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, now we have to do it.
You
Oh, wait,
didn't lead with that.
Yeah.
I forgot that we're in a book place. Okay. And now that you guys kind of look around, you're realizing that this is
These
definitely
are book dragons.
a part of a library.
They
No,
are evolved bookworms.
Oh,
you can make whatever
Woo!
insights you'd like to make. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, we're best friends.
That was good.
I might have to kill them, but we're still best friends.
All right, you Solidify. You can try and befriend them. I'm gonna try and sneak around the other side.
I'm gonna go do that with Heavy Neck and kill some dragons because who is never not offended by dragons?
But have you ever had a dragon best friend before?
I'm like always offended by dragons.
I probably will
Did
never.
they
have
do
one.
something to you?
Does
what
anybody
did they
have
do to
any
you?
nature proficiency or history proficiency?
I have nature proficiency.
Roll me a nature check.
That.
I mean, it's good.
That's a number.
You just rolled a 9.
I
We
rolled
really-
a 7. No, I'm sorry. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, man. You're not
Yeah,
sure.
You and threes today, man.
Or no, I'm sorry, a 2.
Are we still
I
saying
can do
praise
math.
algorithm or what?
Yeah. Our relationship is rocky right now.
Yeah, we don't,
Losing
we don't want
faith.
to talk about it.
Yeah. If it starts getting really bad during combat, then yes.
Yeah.
How did you guys roll good stealth? It doesn't make sense. Anyway,
What do you mean?
Um,
Pass
What's
that a
wrong?
trace, man.
Yeah.
so what do you guys want to do?
So what's our game plan? Are we gonna try and talk to the dragons and befriend them, and then when it goes bad, try and kill them? Or Fiera, you were saying just run, and
I mean-
then
I mean, look at them. Look, is it
Look at
really?
her!
No. Look,
But they're so
there's
cute.
3.
I assume you guys
small
backed up for
ones.
this
Heavy,
conversation.
heavy.
right?
This is how this is gonna
Yes.
work.
Where do you
What?
think
Etri-
those
Etri-
come from?
Etrine and Little Bite are gonna try to talk to him, and you're gonna put a fucking bullet in their head.
Why am I gonna?
Probably not gonna kill it right now. This is not, and then I'm gonna take out one of the bullets. I'm like, this isn't gonna kill that in one shot. I don't think.
All right, then like I'll come and I'll just finish off with a good hack.
All right, so there's 3 of them, and there's 5 of us.
But they're little. I'm
Little.
worried about the big one.
So this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What
is
if we
there a
just
mama?
what if we just distract them really quick and then just shovel all the shit we can and then like run?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
we
good
could
with
do that, but then we're still on the same island as them.
That's fine, but like, you know, shit. I wish we could like stop up the door or something on our way out. But anyways,
I'm putting in my vote that it's probably a bad idea, but I mean,
well,
I'm here.
we don't. That's
So
why we should try and make a like try and hurt them. We should try and like use Little Bud as a distraction.
You guys hear
Sounds great.
in the distance as a thunder echoes through the cavern like a clap that sounds like a lightning strike was made a couple hundred feet from you. Jabam! And a bit of a squelch, and then quiet for a little bit.
So this is bad.
Hmm.
I go with plan A of Little Bud distraction, try and get the pile, and then get out.
Does the opening look the right size that I can close it with wall of stone?
The opening is still like 100 feet wide. It's now that you guys look back, it's big enough for a large winged creature to fly down.
So 10 foot by 10 foot panels.
We would
Yeah,
need
that
a
might do it. Yeah, so that's not going to help.
So, out of curiosity, so there's this like big cavern we're staring at.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Where are we?
Where are we?
You would be like far on this side,
Okay.
Which side?
like
Which side?
over here. Like actually, I'd
Oh,
have
okay.
to add more
They're
distance.
looking away. So
They are.
we've got the element of surprise. We'll be fine.
It seems so. You guys, I mean, you guys have been able to. I mean, with those stealth checks, and I'll let them ride for a bit. You've been able to kind of get it. You've seen that they seem pretty interested in themselves. It seems as though they're. I mean, you've seen kittens play, and after, I mean, how long do you guys wait? I guess is my question.
I don't know about you, Heavy
we
Neck,
need
but
a
I'm
distraction
tired of this
without you?
dragon orgy. Let's do this.
Would you say a little bit?
Try to do it the
So we need a
non-conflict
distraction, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We should go with plan A because that's the safest option. And then plan B is fuck it.
Cool.
Well,
All right.
Who's gonna try and steal the stuff?
I am because I'm very sneaky.
Okay. I'm going to cast invisibility on Heavy Neck when we're ready to start.
Awesome.
Understood. Yeah, get your idea. And yeah, so I mean, so like this cave, right, that you're in. Who's proficient in? Nobody's proficient in history archive. Nobody wants to
Nope.
take the fun ones. See, that's the ones I want you guys to take.
I
I'll
took the
roll
combat
history. Let's try it.
I was gonna
Have
say,
good perception.
Give me a history across the board. Give me a history check, or an Arcana check. How about that?
oh, good, they're
Arcana?
both +1.
History. or
Yeah,
Arcana.
Arcana
makes
check.
literally no difference. So cool. 3.
None of us care.
If we
That's
fight these dragons, we're gonna lose.
We are the most
uninformed-
we are
Alright,
the most
16, I'll give it to you.
uninformed vote.
I'll give it to you. Little bite. It's just you're starting to piece some things together. You have a lot more information than you had before. Large opening, thorn bushes on the outside, magma river, sinkholes, different type dragons, chaotic environment. Something, it just kind of clicks. You're like, this is a big chaos. Like you're realizing now the difference in the stone coming in was whatever that dragon was able to project. That's what was cutting the stone at that time. So where you're at coming in, whatever this last part was, rocks are just dropped. I mean, there's places to hide behind, and it's its own touch of chaos, if you will. So I just want to put that out there so you have an idea what it probably is.
How
So what's your plan?
can we tell how deep the water is?
Ooh, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. I should stop asking questions.
Yep.
Someone else can do it with them. I usually try to give 2 rolls if you're asking for help, because I mean that just makes sense. You're a team, right?
It's okay.
I always go with who you're currently talking to.
I was gonna say I'm talking to
I'll take a 21 though.
Heavy Neck, so-
It seems deep enough. you can see the bottom and rocks are coming out of breaks the surface, right? And you see the rocks around you and they're not that big. So it's not hundreds of feet deep or anything, but it could be anywhere from 6 inches to 4 feet, but you're not entirely sure. But it's not like a endless pit, if you will.
So you wouldn't fully submerge if you.
You could probably, I mean, from what you can tell, there's rocks that are half submerged, so it looks like there's some sort of depth to it.
Yeah, but it's not like you can stand on the ground. As you,
Wait,
like
you
you.
could-
I mean, you would just have to get close. Like with a 21, I'm giving you, yes, it's probably deep enough you could get under it in some parts. You're just not sure because you're just kind of far away, right? So
Okay. Noted.
you couldn't like free swim underneath it, no.
Okay.
But if someone was to like lay down in it, or
Yeah.
there's probably.
Okay.
We thinking this cave is pretty stable?
Roll me an insight check. I don't know if that's insight. Is that insight to see if a cave
It's whatever he
Stable.
says.
looks stable enough?
So little boy,
Yeah.
what is your plan?
What plan?
To distract them.
I'm hoping that they're like cats.
Okay, can you
So
make
I'm
sure
just
that
gonna go.
Oh, can you do that and like make sure you're on the complete opposite side of the room?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure because I
Yeah,
didn't-
but
didn't
little
hear
bite,
any
you're still
confirmation.
little bite, you're still over here. You need to go over there.
Oh, is that the plan?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we okay. So does anything we wanted to do before we go?
Yes, I would like to cast Armor of Shadows on myself just
Cool.
before I go.
So yeah, so this as this represented, we'll say, I'll slide this up a hair. We'll say you guys are, maybe 30 feet off this bottom row, but if you want to place yourselves on this bottom row, that's the width of the cavern going into it, and there is cover. And again, I'm letting those stealth checks ride.
Where
Seeing how you fuckers are rolling
Where am I?
tonight.
I
Well, it's not going down.
Oh, that being said, I will, little bit, if you do break off from the group, I will make you make a second stealth check because you are now no longer within pass without a trace.
Yeah.
wasn't intending on being stealthy anyways. I can't drop my mini.
Yeah,
into
mine's
the-
not dropping for some reason.
See if I can drop it. Hold on. Little bite.
Yeet.
Do
Okay,
you see
thanks.
that?
Yep.
And then heavy neck.
Heavy neck.
Nick.
Can you throw Fiera on there too?
I sure can.
Thank you.
No, I can't.
No.
Do I not have a Fiera? Why do I not have Fiera?
You should have a Fiera.
Notes, Zaria,
Yeah.
Wildfire, Tula, Talon, Scotteroth,
I gotta flip.
Shakina,
something.
Sheila,
I'll
NS,
grab
Max,
it, hold
Little
on.
Bite,
I just needed to
And,
flip things.
Finn, Atrin, Yeti Killer. Yeti Killer. Oh man. I haven't played with him in a while.
Going way back.
M. Oh, I miss her.
Okay. I got it.
Just throw
BB.
the shit.
Barnaby.
I got it.
Okay, so yeah, so okay, so I guess my question for you, Little Bite, you guys, so just so I have it in my head, you guys were in a group together discussing this. You guys
Yeah.
are, we'll say 30 to 40 feet back, hiding behind a rock. I had assumed all the way up against the corner, like, because it, how it kind of like goes up like a winged creature, if you will. So I
Mhm.
assumed you were like kind of in like the, crevice, sticking your heads out, looking at, you know what I mean?
hmm
So, Little Bite, if you were to cross, if you say you're not doing it stealthily, are you just fucking booking across? Are you like kind of sneaking your way before you get to the other side? I guess was my question.
Yeah, I guess I might try and be stealthy to move around.
So
to the other
listen, don't
side.
let me tell you. I don't care. I just want to make sure that that's what you want to
just
do.
wanna
Because I
be-
assumed that you were like literally with like you guys, like I said, we're
Yeah.
on like, assuming you're on top of each other, huddled in a corner, hiding with Paths Without a Trace, talking about your plan. So if you're breaking from that, if you're just running, you're running, if you're hiding or trying to
Oh.
like just get your attention away from the group, that's whatever.
Yeah, I would definitely would not be like doing it. I would definitely be moving a little bit more cautiously. Eyes on the wormlings, but my goal was to be uh like not bipedal. Like I want to be walking around on all fours.
On all fours. Roll me a stealth check just as yourself breaking the pass without a trace group. How long how long does that last?
1 hour.
1 hour.
So I'm gonna
30,
cast
20.
invisibility on Heavy Neck, and then I'm gonna follow Little Bite, kind of follow her lead.
Okay. I gotta get back to message. 20
That was, oh yeah,
per stealth. Perfect.
I'll roll a stealth too.
Can I hold my rage?
No, it's there's like enduring rage is like a feature of some barbs, but I don't think you have that.
Wait, isn't Pass Without a Trace still up?
Only for the people staying within 30 feet of Etrian.
Okay, so that's
Not
me
me.
included.
I'm not eager to move forward right now.
8. So,
Wait, Fier, are you not right there?
I was going to follow Little Bite so that
Oh,
she's
okay,
not by
never mind.
herself.
I got you. Fair enough.
you guys make it 40 feet away from the group, and a little bit, you're just kind of like hopping from rock to rock. Farrah, you just see rock you weren't ready for. Your little hooves, it's just uneven ground, and like when your back legs kind of like kicks a rock and like sends it tink, 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 tink down the side. And you kind of watch as the red dragon, the little wormling, head comes up, smells. And at this point, you realize that you notice that they must have been sleeping.
Oh, good.
And this wormling wakes, kind of like turns around. I'm going to say you are right about
No.
here with Little Bite, right? Takes a big step, looks around. Mom? You hear, but do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
Nope. Damn.
Kind of, you just hear a word, and you watch as it takes this sign, kind of flies up, kind of catch a sight.
Can I try, if I do that, can I try and at least get away from Little Bite?
So as soon as you rock and the thing takes, you just kind of run.
I just want to like distance myself enough so that, because obviously I figured out that I'm probably going to be like found out. I don't want her to also be found out. So
So
like,
as it kind of takes off, you kind of like do a roll and stand up a little bit, kind of just out in the open almost.
yeah, and just be like, I guess at this point I'll just be like, "Hello, dragon."
You watch as it
I'm just gonna be
locks
like,
eyes
"Yeah,
at
get
you,
down on all fours."
and
I get
it's
down on all fours as well.
in a way that children have a speed, a quickness, like it like flies over and lands in front of you, and it's giant. It's young dragon face, no horns. I mean, a bit of a peak, almost like a cartilage kind of comes out. And you watch as it sees you, and it's just there's a question in its eye, and it just starts sniffing you.
If I can, I'll be like, I'll give it like a big thumbs up, and then I'm gonna cast where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
I do this openly.
Yeah, I'm
Or do
gonna
you
try
try
and
to,
make
like-
it seem like, I'm gonna try and portray
You
like,
cast, it jumps back 40 feet. It's almost like a jump, but a fly as you cast. Not aggressive, just back and just looks at you as you cast this, because you make a component. I'm assuming you do something to cast a spell, right?
yeah, so like, I just kind of like, I like touch myself and you see like this like green energy kind of like peel off my hands and kind of like into my throat, And then as it jumps back, I'm gonna like say in Draconic now. I'm sorry, I just wanted to talk, so I needed to do that.
Mom? All you hear this thing screech in a loud term as you ramble off all these words. It just kind of shakes his head and jumps back another 40 feet. And you watch as in the background, two heads kind of pop up and start looking in your direction.
Guys.
Can we just keep moving to where we can be on land?
Okay, so
not
you,
threateningly, just
I
shifting
assumed you
more
guys
into
aren't in the
shore?
water yet. The
Okay.
water starts there. You're like 20, 30 feet back. Remember we said that.
Okay.
So he doesn't see you. So hold on, let's just keep doing this for now. Their heads pop up. And this one kind of steps back. And what do you say? Do you say anything else? You put your hands up, right?
Hey, not your mom. Just wanted
Not
to say
mom?
hi. Not mom.
Kinda
Your
like-
mom. Tell him your mom.
Food? Jumps to the right.
I'm not
what does he-
food. I don't really know what you eat, so I don't. What do
Dada.
you like?
You're speaking to it in Draconic in a language you want it to understand, but it just doesn't seem to really comprehend all these words you're saying. Like it just seems confused and flopping, and it just keeps looking at you. And when you're done talking, it's just like food.
So
Like jumps back.
all right. So at that point I'm like, so you want food, right? Food? And I'll just say like food back to it, like food,
Food.
and I'll like
And
I'll like point in the direction away from me and be like, food, like just as confused or like also like I'm trying to act like I'm also looking for food.
yeah,
Yeah.
roll me a deception check.
Yes.
Like you're
I
trying to
wanna
mimic
view.
them.
I
It's funny, Joe.
Come on, that's not bad.
I'm gonna roll.
Ooh, he's
he's gonna roll against me and do better.
I'm gonna roll. I have to roll something tonight.
Joe, I could totally see Farrah. Farrah?
Food. Food.
Insights wisdom, right?
Food.
yeah.
You watch as it goes. Its head just pops up, and you see a puff of flame come out of its nostrils. Food, and it just takes off in that direction down the tunnel a ways.
Oh,
As you watch it fly over your head, and it kind of like looks back at you as it's flying, and you kind of
I'm
see.
gonna start running after it, like I'm going with it.
Food. Food.
You make it.
I'm sure I'm way slower.
It's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
But what you do notice is over your head, two blurs of white, green and blue shoot in the direction that the red's going. Both, and you just hear food. So while this is happening, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just
Distraction.
quietly amazed that he didn't just get eaten.
Yeah.
So is Fiera.
I'm just gonna run for the pile. If they're gone, I'm running for the pile.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
The same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
So the
detect
water's
magic.
difficult terrain.
Okay, I'm just gonna swim in it. I'm 3 feet,
What?
3'3".
I'm gonna go into a rage. Sheila doesn't have difficult terrain handicaps.
Okay. So you rage and just sprint across the level.
Oh, we're gonna do the boat trick. I'm gonna.
You
hop
have
on-
one round before your rage fails. So we're
No,
gonna have to do this
okay.
round by round.
No, we're gonna do the same thing we did on the boat. I'm gonna hop on her back and just keep hitting her.
Okay.
We did it on the ghost ship.
I like it.
The
As
I'm
you
gonna need a slapping again, buddy.
Oh.
the rest of you start trudging your way through the water. The two of them hit the ground and start sprinting across up to this pile. It takes you okay. So it's 130 feet. So you can how fast can you go on around?
How do you do 80? running fast, max. Walking speed's 40.
80. So it takes you 2 rounds to get there raging. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you takes 4 rounds to get there, right? Just about, give or take, with a
Yeah.
difficult terrain. Okay. So with that being said, 4 rounds. So you guys all waited till they left. So you didn't go, you weren't trying to sneak forward while they were talking. So
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin that. I'm
so
gonna
we'll
miss
see
you
how
that
long Joe goes. So
35 feet over.
you watch. So Fiera,
Mhm.
back to you because I want to see how many rounds they have to do this.
Okay.
You start running in the direction of dragons.
Mhm. I can see it. Yep.
I thought I was the crazy one.
Away from the party.
I don't.
He
I didn't
did
mean to
tell
steal
us
your
go to a purple
thunder.
word.
I was trying to help, not hurt.
You go. They fly fast.
hmm
Call it 120 feet around. Dashing. So they flew by you right away, right?
Mhm.
And zoomed up that corridor. I'll give them 3 rounds before they start questioning what it is.
So how far in comparative to like the things we encountered, are they at like the holes? Are they at like the lava? Are they
They probably would have stopped at the holes,
okay?
realizing that that's, the boundaries of probably what these younglings know. It would have taken them 3-4 rounds to get there, and they would have stopped. The red would have stopped. The 2 would have fallen behind it, and you're running. So how fast do you go dashing?
Dashing, so 35-foot movement speed, so 70
Through the snow?
total. Plus, I had
70
difficult terrain probably for the first section of it. So,
for the first section of it. So
and
we'll say
I would say, I'm like maybe a little bit more than running, but I'm probably not
sprinting.
full on sprinting. Like maybe like
So you
50
probably
feet
go
around.
around. So you go a round or 2,
Mhm.
3 before you kind of lose sight of them and just are galloping to a stop in the tunnel. We'll say 4 rounds. So 4 rounds. So you guys got to the pile. So first round, you guys get to this pile. Second round, it is in front of you. It's large. There is gold and platinum and gems. There is weapons. There is books.
Who has the bag of holding?
No one.
What?
None of us have that.
Who's
Just add that
so
on the to-do list.
so how about Sheila and Heavy Neck? Both of you roll me an investigation check initially while for the first round that you're there by yourself.
Oh boy. Okay.
Etrin, you said you cast detect magic, right?
Yeah, as we get up to it, I'd be casting
14.
detect magic and just going for
23.
whatever's
Yeah,
magic.
Sheila. There you go, girl.
23.
And a
Sheila.
14.
All right. I'm gonna keep this in consideration when we go through the horde chart at the end. Okay. So we're just gonna keep tabs. Let me just get a little notepad. I just want to keep tabs of what this is. I just do it right here because I have the no. Let me do that. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. 23. And this. Okay. Bam. 23 investigation. Sheila, you got big arms. You just start taking handfuls. You're seeing sword, you're sticking it on your back. You see a book, you're putting it in your pocket. You're just raging at this point. You're just rage looting this
Rage
pile
looting.
of
But
gold and gems. You're just taking handfuls of pockets. Heavy Neck, you're just getting gems at this point. You're just kind of like shoveling it into a thing and kind of looking over your shoulder. Sheila, you look up. It just catches you off the corner of your eye with a 24. You see a door off to the side here.
heavy.
Second round of it. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. You have 6 seconds.
Heavy. We have it. There's a door. There's a door.
Okay. So both of you looting, you lose your rage because you didn't get attacked or do your attack. Little bite, Etrian, your spell finished casting in this pile, man. There sure is magic. It's hard to kind of see. There's books. There's some things buried. I mean, it's 30 feet, and that pile seems pretty full. You're muted, bro. Sorry.
I grab as many magic items as I can and books.
Okay, so you get a couple round. I mean, it's hard to. At first, it's almost overwhelming.
Gotta
You're
dig
like,
through.
oh, where do I even grab? You know, because it's just a bunch of shit in front of you. Eventually, you start getting it. Little by you two, you just kind of like get to the pile. I don't know, whatever you
Yeah,
want to.
I probably would just big shiny. So like maybe a handful of coins, a bunch of gems.
Roll
maybe
me
if I see-
roll me investigation checks, the two of you. One each, and I'm taking the highest of the pairs because that's how we're doing it this time. Because I think that's fun.
Investigation.
God, I hope you roll better than me.
Yeah.
Hey,
God.
finally a good
21
one.
it is. That's another good one.
He sees treasure. Now we know.
Actually, no, you with over 20, you actually also see. I mean, you kind of heard Sheila say something about door, and you kind of look up and you see on the other side the same thing, another door. Let's put you guys where you're at. You're like all right here. So Sheila.
Yeah, I just want to grab like a bunch of platinum or something, whatever's like
Shiny shit. I mean,
easily
so I'm
grabbable.
going the investigation checks as a team are gonna kind of determine the hoard that you pull at the end of this. So we're assuming you guys are just grabbing
Yeah,
cool shit
excellent.
at this point, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Little Bite
kind of the
Summer.
idea.
Stuff.
This
so,
whole
so
scene
this is
feels
going to
like-
be round number 3. So this is them getting to the things in the red, stopping and realizing there's no food and kind of turning around and then seeing in the distance his two compatriots coming the same direction. And at this point, Fiera, you're starting to slow down. Roll me another pair investigation check. So we're going to do Sheila and Heavy Neck and Etrian and Little Bite. I think this is
Okay.
working well.
Can I also at this point once
You
I,
loot.
like if I'm like running behind them and they're like gone out of eyesight, can I
Gone
just
out of
turn
eyesight.
around and start heading back to the group?
Sure can.
Okay. Like, and I'm gonna be.
Ooh, that one's hard.
Yeah.
Come on,
32.
Sheila.
Hey.
23. I already rolled.
Oh, nice. Yay. She's saving us again. Those big arms are
Teamwork.
saving us.
Teamwork,
Dude, this whole
teamwork.
scene is like a montage where Sheila's like at a jewelry store, but
What's
then
the-
it's like
wait,
reality. She's like,
Little Bite, do you roll twice?
Heavy Neck's just doing
Well, we
coin
rolled for the
angels.
first round.
Oh,
And
you
then
got.
we're
Oh,
rolling
she
for
got
the
another
second.
23. Jesus,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see the second 23.
You just thought it was the same thing because it was the same roll.
what happens when you're the goat.
Oh man, you guys are killing
Praise
it.
algorithm.
Yeah.
But at this point, you guys also notice these doors. This is round 3. We're going into round 4. So at this point, these dragons are not sure what's happening, and they start flying back. The red kind of just flies by the other two, and the other two kind of stop and kind of start looking around, kind of confused as the red is hightailing it back. So at this point, you're not really sure what you see, but you're hightailing it back as well, Fiora. You now dashing because you weren't running full strength towards it. You're probably pretty close to where you started.
How far am I from the group?
Oh,
I guess how about this? I'm casting message to Little Bite, regardless
You're
of whether
within
it's 120
what is
feet.
that?
So
120 feet.
either I'm casting it and she hears me, or I'm casting it and she doesn't. But I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, they're coming back! They're coming back! You guys should start getting out of there! Hey, they're coming back!"
Okay, so we'll say you do that round 4 and round 5. Okay, so round 5, you're casting this, and you feel some heat from behind you.
There it is.
A long shaft of dragon fire comes shooting up at your back. I need you to first make a deck save.
Okay, good.
Oh, he's angry at us.
I wonder why.
You lied to him about food. Nothing to do with what the rest of us are up to.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 25.
We weren't even there.
25. So you save. See, this breath comes streaking past you, but I mean, you jump out of the way. No
Do a
problem.
Nice, like tuck and roll forward.
What the?
Yo, 4,
That's
6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
That's what
How did you
happened.
fucking dodge? Oh my
Holy
God.
How'd I
hell.
say?
What? Bro, I did not mean that.
Yeah, suck on that.
Yeah. for
So
real.
half that's what 15, 16, 17.
17 damage.
That's what you get for being
As
a
it
distraction.
and it doesn't even hit you, right? It just kind of go and it's strange. It almost looked like it was trying to miss you. and kind of go in front of you
Okay.
and just cut you off, and it just catches you by the side and just what do you do?
I am going to look up and then be like, oh, okay, and then I'm gonna cast uh Dimension Door, and I'm gonna cast it to the pile like that I saw in the chamber,
Yes.
like a
Okay.
foot above it, so that I just kind of like land on it.
So you just snap to the pile and kind of drop a couple feet to the pile. And at this point, and I was gonna say, all right, so back up just 10 seconds because we're kind of not an initiative, but it's a little wonky. Little bite. You kind of just heard, they're coming.
I'm just gonna be like,
And then instantly,
shit.
Fiera appears in front of you and drops on the pile.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Grab a handful. Let's go.
Grab that shit.
I grab like 2 handfuls of whatever I can grab. shove
Roll
in my
me
pocket.
investigation check with disadvantage, Fiera.
Did I try and shovel stuff into his hands?
Yeah.
No, you guys already. I'm gonna have you each roll one more. He just gets a 1 at disadvantage for just
Okay.
grabbing handballs and running.
Okay, hold on, I'll do it. So 7.
All right.
7. That's all right. It's all right. It's so funny.
You say we all get one more.
You guys get 1 more each.
All right, I got a 12. That's not great. Somebody do better.
20.
Sheila,
On
20 and
fire.
17.
babe is coming through.
She's just literally grabbing and just putting it
Ooh.
in her shirt.
Oh, we should call you Goldie.
So
Down her
where do you guys run
boots.
to?
I'm gonna run to the door over here.
Does the door seem big enough for a dragon to fit through it?
No, it doesn't.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm running for that door.
So
Yep.
okay, so this is okay.
Okay.
So real quick, that you just disappeared in front of this dragon. So I'm gonna give you guys 1 more round while this thing sits there for a whole round, sniffing the area where you went and stopping his compatriots. And they're just kind of looking, and you watch it. You guys kind of see a flash of red in the distance. That door is locked as shit.
Heavy neck.
what?
Open
What?
this.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just gonna bonus action dash to get there as quickly as I can, and I'll like fumble for my lock picking set.
Roll me a thieves tools check.
I'm gonna
Am I able
stand
to
behind
guidance that?
him, like in case.
Yeah, I'll give you
anything's
guidance.
streaking.
And what'd you say, little bite? Sorry, I missed that.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna stand behind him, sort of like bodyguard status. So
I don't need it.
Tick, tick, tick. Your hands are just shaking. Tick, tick. The door just swings open, and all of you
I
just
got
kind
it.
of fall
I got
through
it.
this
I got
hole.
get in,
Um,
get in.
Just push my way through, and just I'm like taking whatever I've got, and I'm running.
Everybody kind of barrels through this door.
Dark vision, so I'm gonna be calling out shit.
Do you, okay, hold on. Oh yeah, that's right. It's dark for you guys. Give me 1
Yeah.
second. I gotta.
So as we enter and we burst in, I'm just like, listen to me. I'll call
it's
out.
a lit
Jack."
chamber. It's a lit chamber. It's a lit
Oh,
chamber.
it's lit. Okay, good.
Do you shut the door behind you?
Yes.
Once everyone's through.
Yeah. once
Everybody
everyone's
gets through. Door shuts and locks.
Nice.
You guys are in a chamber.
At least there's no dragons.
There's 3 doors, 4 doors, and walls. Can you guys see it all here? And it looks as though there's a couple hallways or doors in front of you, and the room looks empty. You all hear behind you a roar, a few roars as it enters the chamber, as you guys kind of take a second and get the surroundings. There's 1 torch sitting on a wall, 3 doors in front of you, 1 to the right, and of course the door you guys just came through.
Did you get your book?
I already got my book.
Well, did you get the books that you needed?
You right now, you guys are just holding, like, shit is just shoved
know.
into Sheila's pants.
Everyone's
Um,
pockets is
Think you got the
overflowing.
book? Do we have to go back out there?
I don't know. Heavy Neck wants
Oh.
to go and inspect each of the doors that we did. The ones we
Um,
didn't.
All of them are locked, and the one you came with locked behind you.
Great. Etrian's out there.
No,
we
no,
all
I
went.
moved in with everybody. I thought that was the room. You good?
Patron, you see as 3 dragons come down on you. Ah!
You
We
did.
we have to hear the echoes of his screams.
Just murdered.
Well, no, you
I
still
don't even
watch
know
it.
all the.
Just watch Aven do like a beetle. We'll never know. All right.
So what are you guys doing?
I'd
So the
like
doors
to-
are locked.
Since they're locked, can I the one that's I want to try to this is a door, right? This one?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
1, 2, 3, and then
Yep.
Oh, okay. So those 3 doors and then that one.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go over to since there's 3, I want to do this one first. So I'll go over here and I will try to stealthily pick the lock.
And I'm
Like I
doing
would like
guidance
to
on everything.
Roll me
that I'm
a
around for.
roll me a thieves tools check. At this point, all of you start noticing loud roars. There's becomes almost a smell of ozone in the air, and it's starting to get chaotic out there. What'd you get?
14.
Doesn't open.
Mm,
What are these doors made out of?
Wood.
Can
I
they be
try
kicked
to
down?
blast it?
don't. Can I,
I
put
mean,
my
you
ear up
can-
to the door?
Do what you feel you want to do.
Heavy next hand is up. Can I put my ear to the door to try and see if there's anything on the other side?
Roll me a perception check. With disadvantage because you're doing it through a door.
Yeah. $13.
No, nothing you can really hear. At this point, you guys hear an even louder roar and what sounds to be almost heavy footprints on the outside of one of the door that you guys just came into.
So they're back.
Fear's
I'm
gonna look
gonna
at
knock.
whatever doors
I'm gonna knock on one of the doors.
opposite of the one we came. Like probably you said we came in through this one, right?
Yep.
So just looking at like this one or this one, and it's gonna be like, can we just get further away from this door? Like, I don't like maybe one of
Well-
these two.
Are they all locked?
They are all locked.
I gotta try and unlock all of them. So I already tried that one. Can I try
Guidance
that
on all of them.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that one. So roll me a thieves tools check.
There you go. 24 or 23. I don't
Door
want to.
opens.
I don't want to.
As the door opens, you guys hear a smash, a cracking, and then the door almost starts to smolder. The one you guys just came through on the outside of the one you did.
Okay, must go faster. Must go faster.
Okay, can I like peek open the door?
Yep. Oh, hold on. Sorry. As you open it, you reveal a cylindrical room with almost nothing on the ground in front of you and a step down.
There's
The
nothing-
door you guys just came through also starts to crack as another smash hits
There's
against
nothing
it.
else behind this door. It's just a hallway and then a dead end.
No, you can't see around any other corners from where you're at right now.
All right. Somebody go down and check that. I'm gonna go unlock these other doors. So
All right, I'll go.
Smash! A bolt came through and a jet of fire comes bursting into the room. I need a Little Bite, Etrian, and Fiera to make dex saving throws for me, please.
Do I have time to cast a spell?
No, if you did while he was
Well,
trying to.
I mean, after the fact too, it's fine. Not to try to block it.
20 fire damage, DC 13 save.
Oof.
So 10.
As it bursts through, as this door is open. Are you going to try to unlock another door?
yeah.
Okay, this
I'm gonna-
nose is poking through and starting to. The dragon is. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative then.
Fiera is
I'm gonna
already
cast-
through whatever
oh.
door this.
What?
Whatever door was open, Fiera was like.
This door was open right here. Yeah.
Oh,
you just
wait,
go
I
through
thought
it?
I thought
It was this door that he
That was
opened.
the first one he tried. This is the second, because he was going.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I thought I
I
opened.
opened this one, not this one.
So there's so many circles on the screen I couldn't keep track.
I was over.
This is a hallway in front of you. Yes.
What's the first one you did?
I did this one. That was the first door. This one.
That was the one that you failed on.
No, and then I said I was gonna do it again, and you said, "Yeah, try it again."
Oh yes. Okay. So So that's
Oh,
the
okay.
area. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
all
sorry.
right, okay. I see.
So
I was
so
confused. Sorry.
yeah. So that's the one you went into right here.
Yeah, and then I said, somebody go check that out while I unlock these other doors.
And then the dragon burst through the door.
Yes.
All right.
I got you.
And we all rolled initiative.
Do I have time to cast anything before that or no?
If you weren't trying to unlock doors, you were just trying to. If he was, while it was, yeah, you would.
So I would have cast Wall of Stone because we're in a smaller area now, right? So I would have
Yes,
cast
you
Wall
are.
of Stone wrapped around the door, like just going back on itself over and over again.
So with that, I will say you're not an initiative, and you push this dragon out a bit of a ways, even though it burst
Okay.
through and got that first fire breath in. You sealed it back up. Bought yourself a bit of time. I like it. Fiora, as you stepped in that room, you fall 30 feet upwards and slam into the ceiling, taking 10 fall damage.
Okay, well, almost dead.
You kind of just burst through it in a fear and just went, whoa, and just went,
My bad. I
It's-
was panicking.
No. I was too. That's why I ran into the next room.
you open that next door, right?
And I'm
Heavy neck?
gonna cast Healing Word on Farah.
Would you roll on that Steve's tool check on that other door?
6.
You're muted, AJ.
Sorry,
Oh,
for-
sorry, AJ, I thought you knew you muted that. You're probably like telling me like, fucking.
Yeah, sorry. I got a 23 on the first door. This is the second door. Is it 11?
Click, nothing. Doesn't open.
Oh, I can't open this one. Do we just go to that room?
Fear's like, if you do, watch out.
There's
I'm just gonna like just go to the next one to the left and
Try it. Roll me a, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna guidance.
That wall of stone, I assumed filled that whole area where that door is. So there's you have a little bit of time now. That dragon's gonna take. I mean, they're gonna
Yeah.
try to get through it, but they're
It's 6 inches thick, composed of 10 foot by 10 foot panels. So I'm
Yeah,
imagining
but there's
like in front
10
of the
panels?
door and then wrapped back. Yeah, like
Yeah.
continuously like jumping back on it.
yeah. I totally understand. You basically just
Okay.
stone walled that whole area. I
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah. Wrapped
Easy
around
enough.
a bit so they can't sneak through anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that roll didn't go very well. I got a 13.
No,
I'm
that
just
one
gonna
didn't
kick
get-
the door through.
It's a DC 17 door, so just roll the last one.
I don't do guidance because
That last door cracks open. And behind it, it seems like there's another wood wall.
What? Like it's a closet?
No, it's like right behind it.
It's a fake door.
Roll me investigation check.
Okay. Okay. I'm just for flavor. I'm going. What the fuck? I'm just gonna punch the door.
The wall
Yeah, the wall. Sorry.
or whatever. Roll me a strength check.
Oh, all right. Strength. That's still a 12.
It cracks a little bit. Not you don't go through it or nothing.
I don't care. I'm just angry. It's just a fucking wall.
Did it crack though? Heavy.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Get that fuck out of the way.
I'll step out.
Roll me a strength check, Sheila.
Boom.
There's the girl.
With two
Thanks for
resounding
showing up.
cracks, you hack your way, and whatever panel this was in front of this wall breaks through, and it takes you guys to realize that there seems to be spikes on the other side of it.
Nice.
You kind of walk through, and this room opens in front of you.
These dragons are incredibly crafty.
You're starting to realize that maybe it wasn't the dragons that did this.
Yeah.
It seems as though this was a trapped chamber, and you came in through the back side of whatever trap this was, and up against the wall on the other side seems to be bones that are speared into it. And when you look to your left, you see what the remnants of a wall that, with your deduction, you must know at some point smashes that way if someone comes around the corner.
All right. So do the bones look like they have anything like cracked, or is it just bones?
Bones, leather, pieces of mail that's just punched through and stuck to the wall. And when you look at the spikes to the left of you, there's like pieces of like bone stuck to them as well.
Yeah,
I mean-
useless.
Oh God, have you looked
But
at the
around, but
bottom
there's
of
a
your
bit of a
bed?
corner that it opens up around the corner a little bit.
Okay, so if does it look like if I move forward, I'll like trigger this?
Roll investigation check if you look for the trigger. I'll give you, since you know it's a trap and you're looking for it, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, cool. 19.
I did. Yeah, you see a pressure plate that gets stepped on around that corner, and you kind of like take a piece of bone and wedge it under the edge of it. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to trigger.
All right. So now that it's safe, I go. It curls around over here.
And
then
they
I'll-
kind of, you see like a lot. It starts to get dark too. If you don't have dark vision, it's hard to see.
I do.
All right, so there's a door at the end of that hallway.
Fear.
Heavy, hold up. I need you to guide me.
Fiora, by the way, in that room you were looking at, I'm sorry. Let me explain. I meant to tell you
Looking
about
is an
that room.
overstatement. Fiora hit the ceiling and was like, "Fuck this shit." And
You had to like
now-
climb out if you were trying to get out. You had to
Yeah.
climb up 30 feet. But around you in that room, when you like took 2 seconds, you see some broken bones and armor that have gotten pinned to the ceiling. And you see that the door out there's also the rest of this chamber and another door up in that top corner, 30 feet up or down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know, yeah. So that's fine. But yeah.
I meant to do that. Sorry. So yeah, so you guys kind of make your way in, locked up the trap. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna also cast Healing Word on myself.
I was gonna say, yeah, you look like shit.
Was
and
that 6 not enough?
I'm gonna,
Suddenly, you guys just get the whiff of ozone in the air around you. You're not sure why.
I'm gonna toss Fiera minor healing potion.
I
You go,
kind of like.
mate. There you go. You look like you need it.
I think I should be okay for now, but I will keep this.
You keep that on you.
Yeah.
I will continue forward to go see what is over here. Stealthily.
The hallway seems pretty empty. It seems as though the trap was meant for coming from this way, So, but that door's locked for sure.
Wait, there's a door here.
Yes.
All right, time to break out the old these tools. 23. See, I'm better when just no one's watching me.
Another lit chamber in front of you. Small passageway, hallway, seems pretty open. To your right, you see 3 more doors.
All right, so the one immediately, I'm assuming they're all locked. Oh, and then there's one over here, too. All right, so I'll just do 3 lock picking checks to try and get 1, 2, 3.
What, do the one on the right, top right, the first one.
Yep.
Has it been 10 minutes since I cast Wall of Stone, or just all happening like within a couple minutes?
I assume it's been. I mean, the wall of stone. I kind of gave you guys maybe 3-4 minutes, and you made your way down this hallway pretty quickly. So maybe close to 10 minutes. Close to.
Okay. Well,
Why?
after 10 minutes, it's concentration for 10 minutes. If I hold it for 10 minutes, it becomes permanent.
So I assume as long as you didn't get hurt, I would say I'll let you know when it's 10 minutes.
Okay. So I can't guidance while concentrating.
Would you get 23?
No, I got a 12 on the first
Nothing.
one. All right, moving to the second one. I'm just gonna take after I mess up. I'm gonna take my hook and scrape it down the door to just mark it for Sheila.
I got you.
The backup lockpick.
Yeah. 14 doesn't hit. I'm assuming they're all 17.
Yep.
All right. I have +8. And dude, 4,
No luck.
6, 4.
No luck.
I need to find a magic set of lockpicks.
Last one.
That was 3.
There's one more behind you.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have to do it, I'm not.
No, I am. I
I assumed if you saw a door, you'd pick it.
you say that, but I'm not.
And this last one, your pick set breaks.
What? Well, that sucks. Looks like we're going the back pick. Sheila, we need your traps.
Let's do it.
Actually, probably your like legs, because that's where the power comes from.
Oh, she's totally kicking with those die.
Strength check.
So as Sheila's coming around the corner, his lock picking set hits
24.
the opposite wall. Wait, can anyone cast like fix
That
this?
door. Which door are we hitting?
I don't know.
Sure.
Sheila.
Which door are we hitting? Sheila?
Where the one that AG was just standing at.
Oh, that one right there. Yeah. Okay. Smash opens up in front of you, revealing a lit room. There's a few bookshelves
Hey,
on the far corner. Why is this not? There it is. Can you see that? Oh no. Hold on.
no.
Come on.
Fuck.
Work. I'm trying to make it work. Fancy. A set of sets up to an altar, which looks like an rack. Bookshelves sit in front of you, mostly empty. Though a few tomes still sit on the shelf. Seems as this altar has some inscriptions and runes carved on all sides of the walls. Almost as though it covers it in a pattern of language on all the way up to the roof. All
We
around.
recognize this language.
What do you say?
Do we recognize this language?
Does anybody know Celestial?
Yes,
Such a
I
good
do.
language.
So it's like in an ancient Celestial, and it doesn't translate exactly. It's more of a feeling of a room designed to protect information and to keep it safe for all eternity, blessed by the gods. And this room was, blessed to never falter. And in front of you, there's 4 symbols on the wall. And under each are 4 books that seem, though every other book on the shelves are empty, these 4 books seem as though they haven't been touched.
Can I as I'm walking around and I'm reading the runes and stuff, I kind of want to just sort of perk up and just be like, hey, is this a room for you? Talking to my god, or my patron rather. Is this your room? What is this?
A whisper in the ear says, This is more than me. This was around before me.
Oh, so this is bigger than you, huh?
Mm.
Well, I guess maybe I can get them to work with me.
You just have silence.
All right, I'll talk to you later. It's nice to see you. Can I walk into this room? Is this room open?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I assumed you guys were in it.
Yeah, okay. So are the books written in Celestial as well?
Do you go to reach for one?
I probably would not touch it.
It
use a
doesn't look.
dagger to
It doesn't look as there's
flip
anything
around.
other than the symbols on the outsides of the books.
Okay, yeah. If I don't see any anything that I would recognize as a danger to myself, which honestly wouldn't really stop me anyways. I wanna touch one of the ones that I'm near.
Okay.
I want to flip it open and see if I can read anything inside it.
So you pick open one with the bird on it, and as you open it up, it kind of what's your first language?
My first language is Celestial.
So in Celestial,
Abyssal, Infernal, Common.
So in Celestial, this book opens up, and you start to read it. It starts giving you descriptions of this library, where it came from. It was a relic to information. It was meant to be a staple of knowledge for all of eternity. And this chamber and these grounds were blessed to never be changing. And it's a long, boring read. It's a lot of lore and information and gods, but you get the gist that they didn't expect the island to become this. But whatever it is, I mean, this first book you picked up seems to be kind of the description of the temple you're in, and what
Okay.
and I'll give it to you later, but just more information on the library as a whole.
Okay. I'll
Before it
make
was-
it a point to come back to you about that later.
Before it was sundered.
What about the next one to the left of it?
You pick it up, it's got a circle on it, right? And as you open it, it goes through the different pantheons and how they were meant to spread knowledge through this world. And it gets into more details. It's again more of a boring read, but it gets into the basis of where they came from and how they were about. And it's a read on more theology and the concepts behind it.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna log that information, and I'm just gonna snap the book shut and drop it and be like, this is just a library. This is just God talk. This one is about the place we're in, and this
Wait, that
one
one's
is about
the place that we currently
yeah,
are
it's
in?
we're in a library. This is this is holy ground. That's what this is. It's a
Wait.
temple to protect information.
Heavy Neck wants to go grab the book that she said is about this place in particular.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
should-
I want to keep it.
I mean, I don't know if you can read it.
You
but I
you
could
put it in your
give to
pocket
you
or
later.
whatever.
I mean, it just
I-
seems interesting.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah.
we should take that out of here.
What's gonna happen?
I'm afraid for what the answer to that might be. I don't know. If this is a temple to the gods and it was meant to keep stuff safe, if we're taking stuff from it, I mean, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Take it.
Voice of reason. Just kidding.
Can I move
Yeah.
to the next book? Also, I want to put the book about the pantheons in my bag because I'm just gonna be bet you're in here,
Yeah.
to my
Easy enough.
surprise.
You go to the book to the left, and it describes the beginnings of civilization, and it gets through the marks of the first cities that were put upon the world that you're in, and the evolution up to, when you flip to the back of the book, it's definitely not till recent, maybe 500-600 years ago, but kind of gives a basis of just how humans were designed.
God, history is so boring. Is there any pictures in these books?
Very little.
All right, I'm
More
not
sketches.
interested. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, and I'm gonna throw my hand at the book and be like, well, this one is about how humans became humans. I don't know, and did human things like civilization and stuff.
Mm.
Aren't
Well-
we're collecting books for someone, right? Should we
Are-
take these? We might be able to get
are, like,
more.
Do you think Loratus would like these?
Do you think
Be
any of us
okay.
are humans?
I mean, I'm definitely not.
Do we even
I
care?
think not one
Human-ish.
of us. is a
I think.
No.
I think I'm
Not a
human.
single one of us. There's only one human on the ship, and it's M.
I love
I thought M was an. Oh no,
variant.
yeah, you're right. That's right.
Yeah. No,
and
that's
then
we
there's
should,
one more book.
we
There
should
is.
think it about Loratus because he would probably love this.
Well, I mean, I definitely I would like to keep one of them.
Yeah,
For
I
myself.
was gonna keep the one that I took.
Yeah, I would like to keep at least one.
Okay, you put them in your bags.
I have the
Yeah.
one for about Metaposi.
Yeah.
And the last book.
You open it up, its pages are blank,
What? I'm just gonna flip through and be like,
totally blank.
fucking blank?
Honey, that's a diary.
What do you mean it's a diary? It's blank.
You got to write your own
Oh,
story
I
there.
bet you there's some sort of enchantment
I,
on it where you can't read it unless
Yeah,
you got
can I
some sort of
Dunk
password.
my fingers in my water skin and sort of flick it on the page to see if something shows up.
Yeah, they beat and roll off as magic items are wont to do.
We should definitely take that one.
Well,
to
yeah,
Loratus.
because this is gonna make the world's best diary because no one can fucking destroy it. Done. Say less.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Wouldn't,
throw it in
wouldn't
my
you also
bag.
not be able to write in it though?
I mean, that's something I'll figure out later. But at least my mom can't come steal it and throw it in the trash or something and burn it.
On the opposite side of this chamber, too, there are two giant double doors facing. They're elaborate, but they almost look like though they're facing outward, like you're on the back side of them almost.
Oh, did they say anything?
Not on this side.
No inscriptions at all. There's just a door.
Just two doors. Yeah, it looks like they're elaborate, but it looks like they open outward, like you're inside of the chamber that they close off.
Okay.
And then there's a far door on the other side.
Well, my lockpick set broke, and I have no way to fix it until I find Zilch. So,
The big double doors aren't locked.
Yeah, heavy neck.
The door just opens up, and it reveals a chamber with two sets of stairs that both go straight up into a center.
Stairs.
You walk out.
I mean, we don't
Well,
really have
you
another
over there?
choice, do we?
Yeah, this
Sheila,
is the direction.
As you
Like
as
a
you walk
roar.
out, you turn around and you notice that as soon as you leave the room through the double doors, you turn out and notice that book is back on the shelf.
Oh, the
behind you.
ones that we took.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Cool.
Can I like
No
walk over
fixing
to the
that.
book that is blank?
Yeah, it's back on the shelf as soon as you stepped out the doors too.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, here, sneaky. I see you. I just want to walk over to the book and be like, what's inside you? Can you tell me?
You feel a
There-
warmth inside your heart. Just make a note of that.
You're a special book. You're a special book. I know you're special. I don't care that you're blank. I'm not gonna tell the others. This is our secret. It's just me like babbling into the pages. Like if anyone's
should
looking
be
at
doing
me,
it
I'm
like
just like babbling like into the pages and be like, you're such a good book. I love you. You're such a good book. You're the best book, and don't let anybody else tell you differently. And I'm gonna walk away.
So she's officially lost it, or
Yeah, she's been on a boat for too long.
Yeah, now it's stuck here. So let's. Sheila, do you want to try this door over here really quick?
Did the stairs
Yes.
go up or down?
Up.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. That seems like a better way to go.
We should potentially go upstairs.
Yeah,
You guys go up.
I think up is a good idea.
Fiera's like 2 steps up them already. It like spits a big pool of blood on the ground. It's like, I think out is a good plan. I think out.
So I don't know. You guys can put your
It
menus
looks
on here or
so
not,
fun.
but it's another chamber just like that, right? You don't have to do much. It's just lit, and on this far wall, there's a ladder that looks like it goes up into pretty much darkness.
I will scurry up, taking the lead.
You guys start making your way up the ladder. It gets to a landing, right, where the light kind of cuts off, and there's a old wood ladder that's starting to rot and fall apart, and it kind of keeps going up to a dark ceiling above you.
Starting to rot,
Yeah, it's
Like-
pretty rickety.
like it's gonna give out.
I mean,
We might want to try and be careful. This thing looks like it's gonna
It's like-
fall any moment.
pretty much like a 4 foot by 3 foot square that goes straight up at this point that you guys are kind of standing under.
Okay. Can I scurry up to the top since I'm probably the lightest?
Yeah, roll me acrobatics check.
Okay.
You guys did the whole thing backwards. It's about 100 feet before you hit a solid wood stone trap.
Trap.
You're not sure. It's a door, something, ceiling,
Okay.
roof.
All right. It stops, and I'm gonna just start pushing on like the stones in front of me to see if
Roll
I
a
can
strength check.
shrink check.
Strength check. 25? No.
Natural
Natural 20.
Listen,
Nice.
You put your feet in the wood on the ladder before you start below you starts to crack, and you put your foot down on the lower, and then finally, and it's blinding. The bright white sky above you, just you can't see anything as the dirt kind of falls in your eyes, and you fall back a little bit from the freeing of the trap on top of you.
Ha 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 ha! No, I'm gonna do it. We made it.
As you kind of climb out,
Yeah,
you notice that you kind of sneak out of a small hole in the bottom of the oak tree
Oh.
that
Oh.
you guys didn't see.
Is that the entrance?
And as a heavy neck kind of gets out, I don't know. I'm sure you have rope on you.
Yeah. I'll get up to the top and I'll put a piton in the ground and then just tie a rope off. So like drop it down.
You guys slowly make your way the 100 feet up. And at this point, you start making your way out of the tree and you start to hear something screaming, echoing from up in the thickets above you.
Screaming like a
A
person.
yowling, like a howl, roar, a cacophony of sounds as out from the hole of the dragon, 3 wormlings come shooting out of the top. What do you guys want to, are you guys?
No.
Stay in the hole. Stay in the hole.
Yeah.
Stay in the hole.
You kind of close down as you watch all of them just take to the sky in a rage, circling, spreading out, looking
They're gonna,
as you guys,
Cast Pass Without a Trace again.
they're gonna find the ship.
take a second,
Zilch will
wait for the
stand
screaming to
that.
pass.
Nah.
10, 15 minutes pass by. 20 minutes, you watch as one by one, all 3 wormlings start making their way back down the tunnel. And
Nice.
you,
Okay, now
under
we
the,
go.
Yeah, now we go.
you break and make your way out the valley as quick as you can quietly. As you pass the last of the ridgeline, leaving the valley, getting in the distance, you swear you see a shadow off to the side, but
No, we don't. I'm not even looking
I
back.
just want to like turn like as we're leaving. I just want to put my hand on the tree and be like, "Bye, tree. Thanks for stuff." And
You're
we'll
a
walk
tree.
away.
love it. So you guys find yourselves heading back to the boat, and I think, do you guys want to go through your hoard? Do you have time tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what we
Uh,
I
stole.
always have time to go through treasure.
We just successfully stole from a dragon.
Yeah.
Right.
That was cool. I didn't know what you guys were gonna do. So I planned that you guys finding it, going down the ladder.
We found
And,
the
like-
maintenance entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
literally found the back
every
door.
single door that you had locked had something behind it that was gonna try to kill you, and you couldn't open them and didn't even bother opening them. I
Wow.
was like,
it was fate.
I swear to God, it had oozes all set up, nothing. You couldn't open the damn door.
Oh my god. That's I
The
mean,
dice is
That's-
actually doing you a favor and you didn't.
Still
even
praising the
yeah,
algorithm.
See, that's
Praise
that
algorithm.
is good luck.
I love it. All right. So
He's inadvertently lucky.
here we go. Treasure. What level are you fuckers now?
8, 9,
7.
10.
Yeah, 10,
Hopefully almost 10.
Somebody roll me
11 actually.
two.
Level
How about 2 of you roll
Am I
me
supposed to level up?
D100s?
Shit.
What?
2 of you roll me D100s.
I think Sheila should have rolled one of them because she got like all of the fucking shit.
I
Rage
agree.
loot.
Yeah, right.
At the very
Isn't that
least,
just
roll one
rioting?
of them.
Sheila, you
Yeah.
muted. Can I get another drink, guys, while we do this? Do you mind if since we're a little out of stream, do you mind? Take me 2
Was I
seconds. I'll be right
supposed to
back.
level up?
Go.
Did I miss
Go.
something?
We'll
you
roll
check
our
the XP sheet?
100s. There we go.
Okay.
Did we
39.
level up and I missed it?
Maybe.
I'm.
Back.
Oh, are you talking about like?
You have to
heavy
ask the XP keeper because I never do XP, so Joe just assumes my XP and gives it to you guys.
I'll check. You
It's-
might have.
Okay.
I did posted it a little while ago, so.
I know. I never look at it because I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
Well,
rolled
then
a
you just
29
stay at
and-
lower
and-
level.
What's the other D100? Somebody else give me a D100.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I'll do it. No, I'm kidding. That's from the other guys. Sorry. 10 and a 39. Okay, so here we go. I need a pencil for this because I like doing these things. Guys, this is exciting. Hopefully I don't give you guys the staff of the Magi, though.
No, let's. I'll take it if you're offering.
Never again.
Not gonna say no.
So 10. Someone roll me 2d4.
Doing it. I'll do it. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were.
I
I
thought
thought
you
you
said
were
doing.
saying.
Those-
Who's doing it?
You are.
Oh, okay.
I'll get the next roll if there is
6.
one. That's
Okay, so
green.
that's a 250 gold piece emerald. And then roll me is another 2d4 for the 39.
Who you said? Is anybody doing it? I got it.
I'll do it. Sorry. Say it.
Okay.
2d4.
Nobody wants to be the one, but everybody wants to be the one.
7.
We want the prize and none of the responsibility.
7.
250 gold. pieces.
28,000 gold pieces in gold.
You said a $250 or 250 gold piece emerald.
Emerald.
Fuck.
250 gold. 250 gold piece emerald.
Thanks.
28,000 gold pieces in gold pieces. That was from just all the gems that you were taking.
Nice.
And then, all right, I need a couple more D100s now. How about each one of you roll me a D100? Tell me what you got.
Okay.
50. I don't
Okay,
know
we'll
what's
do-
good or bad on a D100.
90.
50 is potion of stone giant strength. 90 heavy neck.
Yes.
Bead of force.
Ooh, I want that.
Fiera, what'd you get? 30.
I will add that to my inventory right now.
Potion of clairvoyance. Little neck, what'd you get?
Little neck.
Little.
Oh shit, Sheila, you got a 10 though.
No, that's
Yeah.
it. That's gonna stick. Oh, little
Fuck,
neck.
really?
Potion of supreme healing, or no, superior healing. Sorry.
Fuck.
Word.
Sorry, little bit. What'd you get
I already got mine.
Little neck.
on your D100?
Yeah.
No, this
got
is a
the-
different D100.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That gem
I'll roll
piece
another
was
one.
technically part of the horde too, but
Nope, that's
whatever.
fine. I'm making a list. That's why I was curious. Okay, I'll roll another one. 47. Little neck.
Sorry,
Look, Lil Neck is your rapper name.
dude. Little bite. You got a folding boat.
What?
You got your own boat.
I have my own boat.
Are they? Wait, hold on. Before I say that, are they small? Are they the small boat?
It's like a rowboat.
Yeah, it's like a rowboat. Yeah, yep. I
You can
did
still
before.
unfold it. That's awesome.
Yes, but it's like a rowboat, but it's a folding boat. Yep. I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up.
That's cool. Is it like an envelope that I unfold and it
Oh, I'll
becomes
read it to you right now.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Folding boat. Rare. This object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It weighs 4 pounds and floats. It can be opened to store items inside. It's also had 3 command words, each requesting you use an action to speak it. One causes the box to unfold in a 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep boat. Has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, and a mast, and a lantern sail. The second command words does 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, 6 feet deep. A deck and rowing seats of 5 sets of oars. And yep. When the box vessel weighs normal the size of the vessel, anything in the boat was in the box. The third of the cause is it to go back into a box.
Dang, that's so cool.
Hey man.
That's
It's also the
amazing.
size of a litter box when it folds.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, it's perfect.
It can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably. So if you ever need to escape from your boat, you have a spare boat.
Yeah.
Hey, question, DM. It says that typically 1d4 plus 4 beads of force are found together. Did I only find 1?
Well, D4. It's been a while since I've given you fuckers magic items too. So
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
so
I
I
don't know if
found
you ever
5
did it.
beads of force.
I was so scared after giving that staff of the magi, but as long as you just don't go crazy with it and keep to the right tables, it's not that bad. I mean, the boat's cool. It's not that crazy.
Yeah. I have a boat. I'm
Uh,
on a boat.
you have your own.
You
boat
don't know
now.
what it is yet, heavy neck or little bite, by the way.
It's just a box.
It's just a box as of right
Nice.
now, but just
I mean, it's
we'll
a
play
nice box.
What was the total
Cats
horde
love boxes.
that.
value?
28,000 gold pieces.
28,000
So
gold
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Like 1,440 platinum.
Oh, it
Well,
does-
we
doesn't
have, like,
matter.
the
Oh, I don't care.
We have like the ship boat fund, so we'll just put it all in that, and then divvy it up whenever you need it.
That was good. Oh, you also found books.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Things that we need for.
Sorry.
Maybe-
You did find Baker with Strength. You found Distant Notes from Canyon. And you found Ideals on the Mind of the Tomb. So you found 3 of them.
Okay, cool.
It was a big, I mean, it was a dragon horde, man. And you successfully did it. Joe, Fira, way to do it.
Yeah.
That
Quick
was,
deception.
that was
Yeah.
so good.
He puts, dude, he barded the shit out of it, so good for him.
I was just like, well, if anyone's character is gonna die, it might as well be mine, right? I don't play that often.
You're lucky
I
that
was
they-
supposed to be the one they chase.
Well, that was my. I was just
And
gonna
then you
like.
trip.
Yeah,
I know.
trip,
My goal was
bro.
to just like go behind
shit.
you and like let you do the thing, and if it went to shit, cast invisibility on you or something. Like that was my whole plan. And then of course I'm like. Anyway.
Joe, I was hoping you were gonna say mama.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I was like,
You know, we don't have
that's-
major illusion.
yeah, I figured it would end more poorly than.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, hey, thanks for watching the stream. Stay tuned for more content. We're definitely playing next week. I think Joe's gonna run.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep doing adventures. Like I said, I know we're gonna be bringing the podcast back soon with some more information, and
Keep saying that.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do it,
It's when
man.
the holiday
know,
got in
I
the way.
know.
Don't worry about it.
It's all right. It's gonna come back better, bigger and better as season 2. So stay tuned. We love you all very much, and please subscribe.
All right.
Oh, follow us on Twitch.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye, everybody.